Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever the time is, welcome back to the Third Age Competitive League. I am your host as always, the Dark 2, aka James, aka Wheel Up Time, aka Never Sleeper, aka Grass Burner, aka the monster your dad told you wasn't under the bed. I don't know where that one came from. Skeeter, you say something normal. And unmute yourself before you do.
Right, yeah. Hard to top that. Yeah, welcome everyone.
I think that was pretty good, actually. Pretty accurate. I should have said daddy instead of dad, though. That would have made it have slightly more impact, I think.
Yeah, disturbing impact possibly, but yes.
Impact nonetheless. We are here for a 5-player monster of a game where one or more players may qualify into the Feast of Lights Invitational that you yourself are a part of, along with Icicle so far. There's 3 slots left for that, and 2 of them could get decided tonight, according to my eyes and ears.
Right.
So go ahead.
I was gonna say that lines up with my calculations. It's pretty wide open, honestly. There's a lot of things that could happen today, especially with Bob being an agent of chaos in this game.
Yep.
Could go a lot of different ways.
Yes, Bob is joining this game. Not somebody who is eligible to be invited to the Feast of Lights because he's already a great captain. So he is just playing the role of Dream Crusher today.
Yeah, which should add an extra level of excitement to this.
For sure. I usually ask who's going to get picked or not picked, but I can't do that in a 5-player game because everyone's going to get picked. So I'll ask you this, Skeeter. Who's going to get picked last?
That is, again, kind of tough to say because, well, looks like Bob's picking last. I was going to say, with him in here as the agent of chaos, he could go about any given direction. So
yeah, Bob can play anything as well. Like he has to play whatever he's left with. So
I'm gonna randomly guess Egwene gets last.
Okay.
For no really great reason, just.
Yeah, I don't really know. I just thought it's a question I can pose. I apologize, I'm still waking up, so I may be a bit slow as we start off. But thanks for being here with me, Skeeter, and thanks to people in chat like Blind and Full and Bro Zachariah. Pleasure to see you as always. Looks like we've got Nynaeve, Egwene, and Matt off the bat, so your prediction of Egwene being the last pick is wrong. Beth is going to be taking that one. Santa on the Nynaeve, definitely something he's comfortable with. Mahalani on Matt, I'm not sure how much I've seen. Probably played him a fair amount though. I think he's played everyone a decent amount by now.
So I'm guessing we'll see Wolf Brother pick Perrin, although he does like Rand sometimes too. So yep, Rand it is.
So Perrin is the last pick. Interesting.
Indeed.
Now, I am going to get a poll going, and I'm not going to include Bob on the polls tonight, because Bob's a great captain, who cares? No one's going to vote for Bob anyway, we all know that he's going to win, but who's going to win other than Bob is the real question. And that is the question I will be asking in the poll. So we've got Wolfrand, we've got Besqueen, Santaive, and Matalania. I like that one. It's a good one. Matalania. I think someone drew an extra card by accident there, maybe. Alright, I'll do a quick Into the Ways Portal Stone for Matt. Nothing turn 1 for anyone else. Oh, I'd tell a lie. A rescue townsfolk comes out for Perrin right off the bat. Bob will take that one. Can he get himself a couple of resources? And an eavesdrop for Wolf Brother. I told 2 lies. 2 lies at once. It's impressive, even for the Dark 2.
Yeah, both coming off strong, starting to rack up those attributes.
Will Matt pull the trigger on Paul Stone? Is my immediate question. Usually do a bit of a hand recap after the players have moved to Belon, but nobody's moved there so far. Tell a lie, Wolf Brother just moved there by the looks of it. Did it need to... Wait.
Everybody seems to be quite confused about where they're at. Oh, who they're moving, that was the problem. Okay, so Matt does not opt for the immediate portal stone.
He played a card. Sorry, Rand drew an Enter the Ways.
Ah, yes, after
his eavesdrop.
Right.
And it looks like Min just got flipped by Beth. So now the question is, does it enter? Well, no, because yeah, you enter the Ways and then you get Min in tier.
Yep, ideally.
Assuming she's still there. That being said, Bob doesn't have an opportunity because he's got the resources from the rescue townsfolk, so he could recruit Min in Belon.
That is true.
Coined Jubat Wildwinds will go to Gawain in Belon. She has a loose badger, a guiding the people, and a welcome party left over. Matt did not pull the trigger on Portal Stone. He gets left with an old blood, never defenseless, and a skimming. Maybe not the best.
No, might backtrack for that old blood then. Close enough to make that a worthwhile delay, I think. Classic Beth.
Yeah. She's very nervous. I seemed it in the pre-game chat, and no need to be. I have bets on her today, you know that. In the invitation.
Absolutely.
I said that one's my bet. But it could go to anyone today. There's 4 players here, one of which is definitely one of these 4 is getting an invite today, even if Bob wins, I think. So...
yeah, I think there may be outside possibilities where you end up with your Bob taking first and the second place person being on the bubble, but high on the bubble.
Yeah, just looking at it. Second place is 3 points, right? So that would put them at 9.
No, I believe it's 4 in a 5-player game.
Oh, in a 5-player game, yeah, it's 4. It's 4, yeah. So anyone can get second place and be on 10 points or higher.
Right, which should guarantee him a spot. You're correct.
10 points should be guaranteed in, yeah. So yeah, at least one player will be getting an invite today. And it could go to any of them, except Santa, of course. Anyone else, it could go to any of the other 3.
Right, so it looks like Wolf Brother did in fact enter the Ways, but he did not get a shot at Min because
Bob did take
Bob
it. Yeah.
Did in fact snap him up.
But he gets to take the Trolloc Horn.
Indeed.
Which will be
Let the chaos begin.
On the start of his next turn. And he's flipping over Kin Tavir. Not bad. Good old Glassmaker.
Absolutely. Good to have some skill on your side when you're Rand.
For sure. Cheap and affordable as well. Assist, so it translates well into the late game.
And he will take Kintavir.
I tell you what, Skier, if there's any slow moments in today's stream, I'll use it as an opportunity to tease some places. That maybe
excellent.
in the next variant. Next variant, I'm thinking, everyone, is going to be called This Place, This Day. And it'll have a deck of places that are all accessible from certain locations on the board, one at a time. Whoever gets there can do the thing. I've got so many very exciting, twisted mechanics already written down that I can't wait to share with you all. So I'll tease those during any slow moments we have today.
Excellent, excellent. I'm excited to hear and see some of those.
For now, though, people just move into Whitebridge. Egwene is with the pack. If anybody stays behind her, she can cover the back trail on the next turn. Matt has a rescued townsfolk, so may be tempted to do so. Right now, Rand is taking a peek at the tier 1 card. It was a Chiad. Never defenseless in hand for Nynaeve now to go with a Forged Letter guiding the people and a flanking. Perrin has an end to the ways of playing the game and an expert flourish. Rand with a longbow, old treaties and old blood. And we have our first Trolloc roll of the game, slightly late, in 5. That's going to be a Lugard.
Already starting to stack up some potential difficulty for Perrin later on there. First Trolloc game for Santa. That's interesting. See how quickly he adapts to...
Yeah, the main thing I was thinking of is the in the start of Trolloc Wars, like the early game, the main two characters that can be affected by it, I would say, in the very early game, Perrin and Nynaeve. Perrin because the Trollocs that he wants to kill to get his tier 1 could get bigger, and that could be awkward. Or somebody else could kill them and he wouldn't be able to then if they get there first. And Nynaeve, because these Trollocs sit on the crossroads between Ilion and Ebu Dar, and it makes a very different sort of approach to her through those early turns, trying to get her tier 1 online. So that was why I was curious if Santa had played the format before, and he hasn't, so it'd be interesting to see if he realises that that is a factor, or if he just walks down there trying to do the normal thing and runs into some Trollocs. Talonvor on top of the deck. Alana in the tavern row at the moment. Rand gonna go back to tier and pick her up, you have to imagine. Does need to do a troll. Oh no, sorry, he did it.
He did, yes. And it ended up between Caemlyn and Tar-Valon, which might make things difficult for Matt or Egwene trying to head that way.
Yeah, looking at it, it doesn't look like either of them have options to get through that anyway, so it's all good.
Fair.
But yeah, you are right. It could have had an impact there. There is that Never Defenseless in Nynaeve's hand, so perhaps he does just make the normal path down to Ebu Dar and use it on the Trollocs to get through.
Yep. Matt flips Martin Talonvor and will snatch him up, getting him his first male follower.
In fact, if Santa's paying attention, he could go from Caemlyn to Lugard with the troop from Caemlyn, pick up 2 emblems, and get himself a level on the Trolloc Wars track, and then move down through Saladar. Or move this Trolloc out and move straight to Ebu Dar from Lugard, using one of your emblems and just put it somewhere else to be annoying, like stack it up here to make Perrin's life harder. Because where's Perrin gonna go for his tier 1 at this point, you know?
Right. Well, we'll see if Santa picks up on that.
Yeah, I'll be excited.
Spicy move.
He's talking a lot of sauce going into today's game, so...
Love to see it.
Nice saying Ran kill the troll at my tier. I think I do if Nynaeve doesn't do the thing that I was just saying.
Right.
I don't think he should bounce on the Trollocs a couple times in lane, Robin. I think that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I mean, maybe you improve your hand a bit, but...
Yeah, but you don't have hand size.
Like... Yeah, you don't have hand size. Or access to tier, 1 or 2.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, beyond 1.
10 on the Trollocs is down here by tier. That is going to make that one more difficult.
Oof. Well, Perrin is being played by Bob, so I'm sure he'll figure a way around it.
Yeah, I mean, right now the most feasible option is Arangil to Kyrian.
Right, it's the only one you can access with just one Trolloc.
Yeah. Of course, it could always go to Haddon Merc. I'm pretty sure there'd be something in the discard pile. Wolf Brother's taking a look. I'm going to take a look too. There is a Borderlands training. Along with the conscripts. So, Borderlands training could do some work, actually. Because you could kill multiple then.
And that is what it looks like Rand will be taking from Haddon Merc.
What was it, the Borderlands? It was. Okay,
yep.
So maybe looking to work through some Trollocs himself, Wolf Brother over here. Get an early head start on that. Still wondering if this Cover the Back trailer is going to come out from Beth at some point. A Bubble of Evil, though.
Bubble of Evil.
I don't get why you're all saying bouncing Ilian. Like, why? There's just no need. Lose 2 coins. I mean, bounce on 2 Trollocs. Right.
Yeah, I mean, Robin
you need you
being able to use your defenseless, but yeah.
No, but then you're not bouncing. You're just walking through it.
Right, but you have to lose the troops in order to use Never Defenseless.
Oh, of course. I totally forgot my own restriction on the card.
Right.
I'm dumb. So yeah, he can't do this then, can he?
Yeah.
Oh, he can! He has the flanking too! Right, yeah, because he lost to the Trollocs last turn, right? So... Oh no, it was the bubble.
Oh, so he's using the Never Defenseless on the bubble.
No, he lost to the bubble, lost his troops that he picked up in Camelin, and now he's using Never Defenseless and Flanking to go through these double Trollocs, get himself 2 emblems and a channel on level, and he's in Lugard. And yeah, those emblems could be used to move the Trolloc from here on the next turn, like I say, and then he can go straight to Abu Dar, or he can go down through Saladar if he wants to take a slightly longer approach.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, not a bad start.
Alright. We were wrong to have ever doubted you, Santa.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, I know you would.
Over Trollocs. Gonna lose a coin and a troop to those. But still, not a bad turn. Why has Perrin just got 4 points?
Probably from the Bubble of Evil.
Oh, right, that makes sense. Perrin's peeking with Min. He's going to take that card. It's learning the craft. Will unlock the expert flourish in his hand.
Not too shabby.
Being rolled again by Rand is number 1. That's going to be up there between Tavlon and Maradon.
Okay, Perrin just pulled his 4 points back, and Rand pulled up 4 points. So maybe, I guess Bob must have lost and Rand won. Getting their score tracks sorted out. Alright, we got some more Trollocs up between Tar-Valon and Maradon, it looks like. Brother will return to tier. Gathering some resources there, and he'll flip over Aerith, daughter of Iva, daughter of Alar. He will pass on because he has no favor.
Yeah. Still haven't seen that cover the back trail.
Yeah. Be interesting to, since she's a step behind Matt, it would be interesting to see her do that when she follows him into Tar-Valon.
Well, she was ahead of everyone, that's the thing.
Yeah, I didn't see what she played that stopped her up there.
Maybe it was a guide in the people and then lost a level from the bubble. That makes sense.
Oh, she's covering the back trail now. Interesting,
Yeah.
Interesting.
Doubt it's gonna do anything though.
Yeah, she's worried about hand size right now and wants to get it out before she has to worry about it.
Sure. It's just playing the card at this point. I feel like there could have been more use of it, is all I'm saying. Like, rather than just tip for the level. Could have had actual value out of it.
Right. Santa is spinning an emblem.
Nice. He moved it onto the far madding path. May have just set Bob up.
Yeah, that's actually kind of helpful.
Tier, but it looks like he did put it on the far madding path.
Right. Well, you're welcome, Bob.
Yeah, he does still need troops.
One troop at the moment.
Yeah. He still needs troops, but you know, he could go tier and back, and then he's ready to go for it.
Right.
Which isn't that bad considering the bubble interruption.
Yeah. Santa does move Nynaeve to Abadar and pick up his tier 1 and the horn of, or the Trolloc horn rather.
Yes. The Trolloc horn of Valir.
Ooh. Bringing back all the, I don't know.
Dead Forsaken.
Yeah.
Wireman into the bin.
Straight to the bin. Alright.
Ramshalan is the replacement.
Always nice to have a Ramshalan in your pocket, but he does not have the favor for it.
No.
Matt probably licking his lips.
Interesting.
Getting some troops in the flanking. Now we can...
I mean, yeah, the flanking makes sense. I just think if you went tier and back, it would have been... like... yeah. You could have picked up a Ramshalan or an Aerith in tier and been just as safe.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not gonna pick apart Bob's play. He knows what he's doing.
Right, fair enough. Yeah, I'd rate those about 6 to 1, half a dozen the other. Honestly, you're ending up with about the same fighting power.
I mean, that's the difference when it comes to a play that me or Bob might make in it. Like,
right.
They're probably both about equivalent, but we're both going to do different things because we're different players.
Yep. So Rand walks through the double Trollocs from tier to alien.
Yeah. Now, it would be interesting if he killed the one to Farmadin.
True. Deny Bob the opportunity of getting.
Yeah, because Bob's clearly going for that, right? So unless he moves up towards Arangil, but he's probably going to move back to Farmadon on his next turn. You have to imagine. If you clean up the one between Ilion and Farmadon, then you've only got 3 cards in hand as well, so drawing's not bad. 5 now, still has room for the 1 more. Mount up all treaties, Borderlands training, and all blood. Along with the conscripts.
Now, if I'm Rand there, I might even move that Trolloc, take the victory point, go back to Tyr, rack up some more troops, and deny Bob the Trolloc.
Yeah, you could put it next to 9 even, that'd be kind of awkward.
Yeah, that too.
Or you could move it and then kill it.
Yep. All good options. Alright. Best, by the way, just moved on to Jareen. Oh, looks like we're getting a Trolloc
Santa
by Santa.
Oh, he's rolling first.
Roll first, yep.
Number 8 is up here.
Yep. Now he'll move that Trolloc between Jareen and Karen, making life difficult for Egwene and Matt.
Woohoo! Big summer blowout.
Absolutely.
I feel like I did this. Oh no, I did it to Bob when he was playing Egwene. I put a Trolloc here between Tavalon and Kyrian. And then like he kept going to Jangai Pass and then just kept moving another Trolloc in by the time he'd made his trip back. It was fucking hilarious. I kept him there on tier 1 for so long. So like this is even worse because there's no way to get troops here. So if you don't have a way through, you're fucked.
Right. I mean, back to Erangel.
Yeah.
Now the path is clear between Erangel and Kyrian.
I mean, Egwene is actually fine because she can mount up to Arangil and then to Kyrian in a single turn.
Ah, very handy. Although maybe a little frustrating because she was planning to get all the way to Tarvalon with that, but
sure,
still,
you'll take it though, right?
Absolutely. And then,
oh no, wait, she must have discarded that. Shit, she discarded a mount up.
Interesting.
Huh. Maybe it was someone else who had it. Maybe, I don't know. Rand has one now, but maybe I was thinking of the wrong person.
That could be.
I doubt she discarded a mount up. Best knows better than that.
Wolfbrother will go ahead and move that Trolloc away from Rand, it looks like.
Away from Perrin.
Yeah, away from Perrin. He is Rand. Good call.
Yeah, the players are fully leaning into the Trolloc Wars element today, and it's actually really fun to watch.
Yeah.
They're all screwing with each other, making the start of the game very difficult, and it's a lot of fun. This sort of feels like Trolloc Wars how it was meant to be played.
Yep. And Robin in the chat is saying effectively the same thing. It's a great start.
Yeah,
and
that was
mentioning
what
that
made me,
right.
Tangent. Sorry.
Yeah. And I like his other point that everybody can coordinate to mess with Perrin, especially since Bob's here to be the heartbreaker.
It kind of seems like that's what's happening. I don't know if they're having a conversation about that in the player chat, but
right.
Everyone is kind of fucking with Bob, and well, I guess they're all just fucking with each other. The emblems are getting kind of low though now. Only 1 left for Rand. So might see a pause to that fuckery.
True. Well, luckily we'll have more trucks coming out to recharge that and continue the chaos before long.
My thing was a response to your comment, Robin. I just didn't mention your comment. I probably should have. I apologize. Bury the dead.
That's alright. It's just Robin.
For going, one of my it's Robin. I don't apologize. Fuck you, man. Champion of the light, my ass. Man's got like 5 points right now. It's even. Sorry, I've got more honour than you, and I've only played 1 game this quarter.
Hollinier and Beth both backtracking to Erangel, as was their only choice.
Yeah. Bit
Any improvement to their hands there?
No, it was Bury the Dead for going. Matt got a Careful Word, Messenger, Never Defenseless, or Blood, so not great, but the Careful Word, I'm guessing the other one was a discard. Looks like we got some more chalks on number 2 there. That will be the one between Tarvalon and Camelin. Currently the largest stack at 3 high.
Lovely. And Santa will go to Farmatting.
Bob is going to have to go on a bit of a journey to find himself some chalks to kill. Hasn't entered the ways, but I doubt he wants to use it just to find himself a tier 1. Probably looking to get back to Emmons Field with that one. Gonna pop a learn in the craft just for now. And an emblem being spent by Wolf Brother is gonna move the Trollocs back over to 11 by Kyrie in.
I love it. Amazing.
Big summer blowout.
It's a shame everybody doesn't have a pile more emblems just to keep that up. Beth is not amused. In case you can't see it at home, that's in the...
No, they can see the chat. I mean, it might be small for them, but...
Right.
I don't know how easy it is to see usually when you're watching a stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beth is not amused, but we are, as the viewers. 50% of the viewers are voting for her as well, so maybe she should be a little more amused.
Probably will be if she doesn't have to waste too many more turns trying to get to her tier 1.
Yeah, it is, like, just really fucking funny, though.
Let's see. While we're engaged in those shenanigans, by the way, Ren went to Hadmerk. I missed what he picked up there.
Looks like it was an eavesdrop.
Okay, trying to scale up his channeling.
Nynaeve picked
Matt
up
heading back to Dreen.
a refresh and a smooth skirt over the past couple turns.
Very good.
Into the ways for Gwyn. You know what? Fuck the Trollocs.
That might be the smart play there, honestly. Adapt and overcome. And speaking of Trollocs, we have some more coming out in slot 9
down here.
Down by Almost Plain and Tenchico.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting game.
Santa going to join everybody else in Hadmerk.
I wonder what he's got his eye on.
Apparently not a channeling card. Rescue townsfolk. Okay.
What?
Wanting to get something other than channeling off of level 1, I guess.
Yes. Resources too. Good for recruiting your tier 2 channel when it comes up. But...
Right. I mean, I don't hate it, but I think I'm working on getting to my tier 2 before I worry about my tier 3.
Yeah, Bob's looking like he's going to get his, and an excellent hand for him now to build up. He's got an expert flourish, and enter the ways of flanking a spoils of war and a high chant. cancel that Spoils of War. I'd just hit the discard pile, but he's definitely going to be able to kill those Trollocs on the next turn. I don't think anybody has an emblem to be able to interfere, unless they should earn one on their own turn and then do interfere.
Right.
I don't think anyone's actually next to a Trolloc right now either, so yeah, he's going to get that one at number 4 next turn. Even if a second one spawns on top of it, he's got a flanking, so be no problem at all.
Right. Looks like Wolf Brother eavesdropped
on an Enter the Ways that he already knew about. Skier, let me ask you, what do you think the Amelin study might do?
The Amelin study. That is a tricky one. My first thought was the Mistress of Novices study, which obviously you get to pull the spanking card out of the deck.
And use it immediately.
Right, yeah, obviously. Someone immediately gets spanked.
Careful word for the Ingtar there while you're ruminating. Oh, I can tell you what the Amelin study does.
Absolutely.
If you visit the Amelin study, you can swap your hand with another player.
Ooh, lots of spicy potential there. I love it.
Yeah, every single one is to the same effect, pretty much. It's just like something crazy like that.
Yeah, it's looks to be a totally chaotic variant.
Very, very chaotic, yeah. Very spiky, I imagine. Swingy.
Yes, absolutely.
I can't wait, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Right. Beth picks up Scratch in tier.
Yeah, she's more just looking to get to a away gate location.
Yep.
I guess you can use him as sacrifice fodder, that or the bird.
Right. Trollocs coming out in spot 2, stacking up more between Tarvalon and Gamelin.
For sure. Those are my boys right there.
Rescue townsfolk coming out for Nynaeve.
And Bob will take care of those Trollocs between Lugard and Ilian. Expert flourish off the back of it. Getting himself some bonus resources.
Absolutely.
And an emblem.
And a nice clear path back to Eamon's Field if he wants to walk.
He spends the emblem immediately to put a Trolloc between Tarvalon and Kyrian.
Beautiful.
Gets the horn for his trouble.
Alright.
And Enter the Ways, gonna take that one. That'll be his way in and out of the Two Rivers now. With Erif to boot, those will both be free.
Indeed. Although he has
to
find a way gate first.
Yeah, I mean Alien. It's right there. Camelin's right there as well.
Or Camelin, sure.
Yeah. If one of them gets blocked, you can go the other way. Howard Nori on top of the deck. Don't think. Oh, he does actually have a mount up. He could mount up to Camelin and get himself a free Nori if he feels like it here. Oh, looks like he's just going to go to Arangil. I think I would have taken the Nori.
Yeah, you might as well at that point.
Picked up another mount up by the looks of it. Playing the game.
Discarding a forged letter. Maybe hoping to pick up a extra channeling card or something with his double draw, but whoa, and then we have cards flying. Playing the game, also hitting the discard deck.
I wonder what Shadala Goth would do.
Something involving Mashdar, maybe? Or Mashadar.
Perhaps it would discard one follower from each other player's party.
Ooh, yep. I gotta, in order to guess properly, I gotta start scaling my thoughts up to your level of chaos. I keep thinking of, like, relatively minor things.
I told you I do my as wells, right?
Yeah.
Do my as wells, guys. All players lose all troops. It's a hard reset.
Right? A Gwyn will enter the ways, sacrificing Bode Cawthon.
It finally dodges the pesky Trollocs. Now losing to Trollocs isn't as bad for her.
Right. At least there's some advantage in it. She will flip over the Nori.
And lucky for her, the 7 spot has been untouched, so no extra ones there for her to worry about.
Right. At least at the moment.
Those 10 hours.
Yeah, Robin, we could. I need finding a shield at Jengai Pass. Which has got to be making Rand a little bit nervous.
Okay, I feel like I'm only teasing the nasty effects, so let me find a good one that would pressure the end of the game rather than make it go longer. How about the Black Tower? Search Benny Asherman, recruit for 5 cheaper.
Interesting. Yep. That could...
Get ready to see lots of Androls.
Right. Androls and who have you got tier 3? Narishima, maybe?
Oh, Icicle, I've... Oh, yeah, Narishma, and then Stamathlin and Emmenhopple as well.
Yeah.
Nice, I've already got a Hunt Them Down one. That's going to be the Panax Palace. Because, like, there's so many just random fights in the Panax Palace. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense for a Hunt Them Down. You're going to find a fight if you walk into the Panax Palace.
Right.
So yeah, got that one too for finding fights. Field of Merrilor. 3 victory points for every Forsaken on the board. On the defeated track. Yeah, I'm going to actually focus back to the game now. We've had a bit of a just sort of... they've sort of been floating and developing the hands and, like, preparing. There's not much action going on right now, so...
Right. Rand found a worded conversation in Jengai.
Yeah. Got an okay hand. Might be looking towards an early tier 2. Any locations that are specifically good for a Gwyn? How about the 9-horse hitch? Each other player must choose to either lose all their gold or have you draw 2 action cards.
Ooh. That's per player, so you could end up drawing 8 cards.
Theoretically, yeah.
Like it. Matt picked up the Halwyn Nori from Tavern Road.
3rd man, I think. Yeah.
Right.
1, 2, 3.
So it might not hurt him too much to be slowed down from getting tier 1, because once he finally does get there, he might be ready to go ahead and hit tier 2.
For sure. He's definitely making a good start on it. Still doesn't have a way to get... Oh no, he can get through those Trollocs there now as well.
Right. with the troops he racked up at Jengai Pass and carried. Yep.
I can't remember if there's a gold for levels one. You can lose points for levels at the Eye of the World, up to 3 points for 3 attribute levels.
Right. Nynaeve picking up Basil Gill. And looks like she is paying for something.
Days to mine level at Kyrian. Yeah. Into the ways for Perrin. Back to Emmons Field. He is tier 2 and he will take the horn from Gawain. Couladin, the flip. Should be an easy fight for him. Hand now into the ways flanking practiced forms and new recruits. Yeah, Bob doing Bob things.
Yes, yeah, pretty much. Lots of opportunity to rack up some attribute points on his way back toward Malden.
Well, you can enter the ways back out at any point. Rand gonna peek at a Karenni. Doesn't have the coin at the moment, location-wise. He's in Jengai Pass, so he could get her in Kyrian, actually.
Yep, he is spending an emblem to add another Trolloc between Carrion and Tarval.
Did he move it from 6? I missed it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
And he's gonna mount up through them.
Oh. Okay. He's gonna rack up some more points himself using a Borderlands training.
Okay.
All right. I don't hate it. I might have left him there for a turn to mess with Matt, but well, Matt might.
Maybe he thought he needed the coins from Tarvalon to get Karenni, but she's only 4. Maybe he thought she was 5 because she has 5 attribute. I don't know. Yeah, Wolf has been doing a good job of remembering his peaks, actually. I don't think he's missed any so far. Same with Bob on the min. I don't know if he's missed any of those.
Right. Right. Well, Rand nice enough to clear the way for Matt to get to Tarvalon.
I mean, at this point, it's not clearing the way. It's taking the points away, isn't it?
Yeah.
If he's got to the point where he's ready to get through them, then you're then depriving him the advantage he could gain from getting through them.
Right. And he does pick up Karini, putting him
13.
10 followers, 13 total channeling toward his 18 that he needs to get to tier 2. Or 3, rather.
Definitely a solid start. Good starts all round, really. Gawain maybe suffering a little bit from the early Trolloc setbacks.
Right.
Nynaeve
if Brandon
having
really
a bit
wanted,
of a
he
slow
could have.
time.
Yeah. If Wolf Brother had really wanted, he could have put a couple more Trollocs back on the path between Tarvalon and Carrion.
Yeah, or between Maradon and Bandereben.
True.
Didn't see quite what happened there.
Me either. I just saw something.
Maybe drew from the wrong deck. A drag car for Matt. He is going to be able to ignore that one.
True. He is in that sweet spot of
can't win.
Naturally beat it, but can let it ignore him.
Yeah.
If he remembers or notices.
Yeah, it looks like it. Didn't lose any troops, so.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to say Santa's going a bit slow as well now on the Nynaeve. But does have a shield in hand, so it could be interesting for setting Wolf Brother back a little bit on the round.
Absolutely. He's sitting at 4 channeling, needs 5 to make that effective. But he's probably got a couple turns to get there.
Now, if I'm Wolf, I'm using Alana to pick up a compelling argument and taking that Malone.
Yeah. That is an excellent idea.
It looks like a refresh into a guiding the people on Basil Gill. Does unlock... I don't know, that's the second guiding the people in his hand. Maybe we're going all in on Basil Gill? I don't know. Troll exploded. He's got his bad breastplate or whatever it is. Leather jerkin. Rand's gonna get confused between the followers there. There's a layer on top of the deck. Can't imagine he's too interested in that.
Practicing the forms from Bob, by the way. Racking up a few more attribute points.
To be fair, he doesn't actually need to do the compelling argument, because he has an old triggers, so he can literally just hit tier 2 and then hit tier 3 turn after.
True. He does have to rack up a few more troops before he can get to even tier 2, though.
Oh, that's a good point.
One disadvantage of walking through all those Trollocs and
yeah.
Fuckery.
Did stack up some nice points on the scoreboard, though.
Right.
Yeah, Basil Gill working out. He's been hitting the gym. You know, Basil Gill's the type of guy to skip leg day.
Right, yeah, for sure. Wonder if we'll see any Trollocs get transferred to further muss up Beth's life on her way to...
I think maybe they're feeling a bit sorry for now. She is, like, significantly the most behind, except for maybe Nynaeve, but there's an argument that Nynaeve's not that far behind at any point ever.
True.
Troops, he's on 6 right now, going to be at 8 next to Injangai Pass. 13 channeling levels by the looks of it. But he has an old treatise in hand as well to get him the rest of the distance.
Looks like we got a Trolloc move from between Tarvalon and Four Kings to between Tarvalon and Carrion, which Matt will walk through.
Gonna pick himself up his first level. I didn't see that Rand had actually got to level 2 as well, but yeah, that makes sense. He did kill
yeah,
two.
when he moved those 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Old blood being discarded by Matt for a toss. Finds a Lucas Menagerie on the backswing. Got a journey to Iridian. If he can get himself off 2 skill, can do that into that.
Indeed. Also gets himself the Trolloc Horn.
And a Grey
And a Grey Mance. It's fine there.
Not the right type of man.
Indeed. But he does handily beat the Grey Man, so...
Oh, yeah.
Not a setback for him.
Gets another toss out of it, gets Rune Nev defenseless, and picks up a Borderlands training. Not insignificant in Troll Claws.
Absolutely.
In fact, I think Borderlands training is probably a card that shines more than ever in Troll Claws, more than any other. Like that and Scouts.
Did Joel pick up his emblem from that Trolloc? Doesn't appear so. I don't know if that's mandatory. There.
Oh, he got it.
Just now, yep.
I was typing and he got it. And Beth is also going to get herself a level on the Troll Wars track.
Alright. Lots of minor adjustments going on there.
No lock points on that board. Plenty of troops. Someone put a Troll there. Or was that her that just did that?
It had to have been her. Yeah, that was her.
So I guess she's just gonna kill it for another emblem on the next turn, and like it's efficient points wise. It drains you troops.
Yeah. Yep. That seems to be the point there. Although, if it's me,
Nynaeve does
till the
have a
beginning
shield.
of my turn, right?
Nynaeve does have a shield and a smooth skirts, just to respond to chat because they were talking about shield. So
Yeah.
I do think that will come out if Wolf starts putting any pressure towards his tier 3. Does have the levels already to shield either Alana or Corrini.
Right.
And then
yeah. If it's me, I wait till his troops are stacked up enough, and he's sitting in Jengai Pass, and then you shield one. Stick him on tier 2.
That or like even yeah, I suppose that's the safer way to do it when he's in Jengai. Yeah. Perrin looking for Santa looking for a weave, finds himself and embracing the sauce.
Nice. That will be enough for tier 2 for Santa.
Yeah. Another peak, that is Rain on top of the deck. Yeah, Wolfer is playing a great game so far. A great game.
Absolutely.
On form.
Which is just going to make him that much more mad when one of his channelers gets shielded.
Yeah.
Let them breaks.
Run life.
Right? 3, Robin.
Yeah.
Hoping for number 4 here.
Finds it.
And we'll find it.
I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Alrighty. Oh, and rolling for Trollocs puts them in position 3, which is zone between Jeremel and Gehenna. Unlikely to be super consequential. Now he's just finishing paying for rain.
I'm here.
Now back to Beth. We'll walk through the Trollocs she just moved. On her way to Falmouth.
So she got that emblem back.
Right.
Plenty of efficiency going on here.
Indeed.
Finds a well-turned calves on the draw in Falmouth.
Interesting. Scratch does have some pretty nice calves, I guess.
It's awful. How about a well-stroked fur? I don't know. That sounds even weirder, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's not getting any better there.
Well-turned pussy.
Nope.
Well-turned. Such an awful phrase. What does it even mean? Embrace coming out for Nynaeve. Will take the horn back for herself as she hits tier 3. And it looks like Rand actually beelined away from Jangai Pass rather than going towards it. He's in Arangil at the minute.
Interesting.
And Egwene killed a drag car to get rid of some of her troops. Does have an emblem left over, so she could move the Olmouth Plain Trolloc into set herself up a bouncing Tanjiko and getting a free discard this turn if she wants.
True.
Sitting in Falmouth for a while, drawing cards.
Bob went ahead and entered the ways and bounced over to Farm Matting, by the way.
Yeah. Looks like he found himself a disarming strike to go with the flanking in his hand. Currently on 12 attribute levels, so 4 more to go, along with the cards in his hand if he uses those.
Right. Rand went to had Merc. I didn't see what he picked up.
It was an Embrace.
Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. And Matt moved a Trolloc and then killed the Trolloc.
Yeah, lots of action coming back and forth now. Will Matt find his own tier 2 here on the man flip?
He's getting his resources. He deleted his Trolloc emblem and did not pick another one back up for immediately defeating a Trolloc, though.
He might get it in a sec. He got it slightly late last time. Might just like be collecting it at the end of the turn to be time efficient.
Sure. And flips another Trolloc. All the Trollocs on the board.
Don't think he's going to be able to beat them, is he?
Not naturally, unless he's got something in his hand to help.
He does have a Borderlands training, but I don't know if you want to use it on that. The hand not too bad for Matt now. Got to learn in the craft. I learned from the best. Journey to Radiant, Borderlands training, and a Lucas Menagerie. So some decent cards coming in from the filters that he's been making use of on those tosses.
Right.
He's gonna lose this fight though. 2 troops gone.
Yeah. Fair enough. Save that Borderlands training for when you can take out a bigger pile of Trollocs on the board.
Why did you just put 3 Trollocs on the board?
I have no idea. And then immediately deleted them. Right. Did Beth roll for that Trolloc?
No, she only just got the horn from leaving Falmer.
Oh, right. Okay, yes, fair. Landing in Bandaraban, I think possibly considering losing to Trolloc on the board. On the row, rather.
Yeah.
Yeah,
quite
seems that way.
Picks up a Flash of Steel. Ends her turn. Santa ready to start digging through the tier 2 deck now. No tier 2's been a flip so far all this game. David Hanlon will be the first one, and he goes straight, maybe, straight into the discard pile. Maybe considering taking that one can get an extra skill or Dace Damar level out of it.
True.
Has the troops to take the fight.
And it looks like he will be doing so. Yeah, I don't dislike that move.
It's not bad. It's better than pushing and hitting a golem.
Right. Or pushing and getting a channeler that you cannot move to the discard pile.
That ran then recruits. Oh no, because then you just shield it and move on with your day. You'd be happy about that.
Yeah, fair.
But yeah, there are worse things than 5 points in an attribute level.
Absolutely.
Looks like a mount up taken from a min peak there by Bob. Or no, it was taken in hand and Merc, sorry.
Yep.
Maybe Wolfbrook is just doing his peak slightly ahead of time. Played an Embracing the Source, that will put him up to 15 total channeling levels. Still got that old treatise to boot whenever he wants it. Does have the shield to contend with though, as long as Santa gets there in time. Have to think that his eye is on Jangai Pass waiting for Rand to get there.
Right. Learning the craft from Matt, boosting his skill points.
Yeah, unlocks the rest of his hand.
That puts yet another Trolloc between Tarvalon and Camelin.
Some must have died or been moved from there. Yeah, they've been spreading out from there, I think.
Yeah, they've been being moved and walked through. Santa trying to blame the dice. James blaming the dice rollers. Sounds about right.
It's an issue between user and keyboard. Alright, Skeeter, I'm gonna inject you with the true power and go for a smoke.
Alrighty. I will try and use it wisely.
Yeah. Before I... oh, fuck, I can't close the menu. Yeah, it's gone. It's all good. Before I did, let me give you one more tease. How about... the Illuminator's Guild. You may pay any amount of gold to have another player lose the same amount of troops.
I like it, I like it.
Boom, boom, boom. Alright.
Yep.
I will be watching from my smoking area.
Alrighty. Looks like Beth moved to Qatar. She also moved a Trolloc up for setting up a Qatar bounce. Discard. Now, discarding the Flash of Steel, Mr. Salvier's Honey Cakes, not the Flash of Steel. Expert Flourish, Mr. Salvier's Honey Cakes. And getting a point of Datamar for trouble. Santa finding a Call Lightning in Jangai Pass. Bob mounting up, heading down to Ilion. Getting himself a point of leadership and hoping for some good cards to further boost his attributes on his way to tier 3. And we'll peek and see a Howl Goad on the top of tier 1. Taking a good long peek there. Trying to decide if it's worth the 1 favor to kill him, I guess. And he will move to tier. Rack up his coin and his troops. See if he takes on the Howl Goad. He will indeed. Whom he will handily defeat. And get an extra favor for his trouble. Yeah, Qatar bounce is set up. Queen can bounce pretty much wherever she wants. One nice advantage for her in Trolloc Wars. With enough time and effort, you can bounce anywhere you like. I don't know that I love the Qatar bounce for more than maybe a turn or two. Because after a bit, you're just discarding 3 cards every turn. And it can be a little excessive. Unless you find something that you could play in the meantime. Bob is at 13 attribute points. And with a flanking, a disarming strike, Enter the Ways, and an Arrows of Fire in hand, so another potential 2 there. That will pick up Kolivir, Tarvalon. Beth is bouncing. Looks like she's splitting up her draws a little bit between Tier 1 and Tier 2. Oh no, all Tier 1. Finds to lead the assault, Careful Word, and Pilfered Plans. See a Flash of Steel hitting the discard. Oh, also a Folded Light. Right, 4 cards. Bait and Trap will go to the discard. This is where it gets difficult. You're discarding 4 cards each turn. Your hand rapidly improves. You don't want to get rid of anything. Oh. And a little bit of a late Trollic roll. Lands on a 9. Giving her more options in her neighborhood. That will place another Trollic between Tanchico and Almost Plain. And I believe she's got her. She's still got 1 more to discard. And somebody must have reminded her of the coin she lost. Trollic bounce. Yeah, not bad draw. She's got lots of channeling options in hand. Yeah, I agree with you, Icicle and Robin. I like to bounce and Bander even as well. You don't get quite as hand heavy. You've got the Trollics on the board, so you could bounce off of a Trollic on the path and another one if you want 2 cards. Rack up coins. Careful Word, the final card of Beth's hitting the discard pile. And she will take a point of channeling for trouble there. And moving to carrying. Finds a Samuel Hark. Tier 2 deck. Not the channeler he was hoping for. Goes to the bin, and then out comes a Maxim. Which he will purchase. Well, so much for buffing up Basil Gill. He is no longer the toughest leadership card on the board for Santa, with Maxim outclassing him there. Yeah, James, you're right. It would. I don't think I've seen a Tier 3 Egwene bounce set up at all. I'm sure it has happened, but lots of fun possibilities there when you can actually bounce on Tier 3. Bob will pick up Lelaine. Fun, kind of somewhat recent addition to the game. Allowing you to replace your draws with Tier 2 or lowers from the discard pile. Basil Gill is spotting Maxim. Absolutely. Rand, going back to Had Merc, digging through the channeling cards. Might see see another... Nope, he's going for the Bond Warder this time. Which that will get him enough to go to 18 and beyond without having to worry about that old treaties, which is still in his hand. Bob only has the one Aes Sedai at the moment. Let's see. With Rand has 2 at the moment, so no, he cannot actually use Lillian's ability at this point. Correct. Matt finds a Myrddraal. Not the guy he was looking for. Yeah, Icicle apparently not in a hurry. He's also strengthening up his possibilities there. If he's worried about that potential shield being out there and shutting and locking him down, this does give him options, a little bit more adaptability there. So might be what he's thinking. He might just be doing it the hard way for no really great reason. Trollocs coming out in position 1. That will be between Tarvalon and Meridon. Yeah, just 1. Go. Taking a look at her hand, and looks like she will be pilfering some plans. Spinning down a few of those cards in hand, and manually gaining some points before she draws another 4 to discard. It's like she is eyeing Nynaeve, and it will be... We'll be pilfering a plan from Nynaeve. Picking up a Call Lightning.
Greetings.
Welcome back.
I don't know what I missed. Whose turn was it when I was?
You missed about a full round. Nothing super amazing or.
Oh, yeah, I was watching. Like, I mean, with the delay of when I came in, I can't.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Just a pilfered plans from Egwene, probably.
What did she find off that?
She found a Call Lightning from.
Woof!
From Santa.
Oof, good hand for Egwene now. Wards, refresh,
yep.
Call Lightning, Carves, Lead the Assault, Thinly Veiled Threats, and a Folded Light. Just doing a recap for the stream's sake. Matt with Journey to Rudian, Lucas Menagerie, Borderland Training, Learn from the Best and Promise Power. Still looking for one more man to his tier 2. Nynaeve has a Shield, a Gateway, a Guiding the People, Smooth Skirts, and a Forged Letter. Bob, on the other hand, has Old Treaties, Coercion, Arrows of Fire, Enter the Ways, Disarming Strike, and Flanking. And finally, Rand has Warded Conversation, Twisted Ring, Coercion, Old Treaties, and Learned Combat. Okay.
Minus the Borderlands training that he just now played. Sacrificing Leia.
I didn't see
long
that.
point. Yeah, he was playing it right as you were looking at his hand.
Okay.
And that will put him on 18 channeling.
Oh, let me get a new poll going. Abel Corfin, the flip for Matt, is going to complete his tier 2. That will be his 5th male.
Indeed. he will also get the Trollicorn.
Yep. Went up a skill level there too. It was the Lucas Menagerie that found him his dad.
Correct. I find his character spread fascinating. There's no order to it.
Yeah, this feels like a Brown Arger study. And I'm pretty sure if I remember right, when I asked what Arger people would be on a Meet the Players, he said Brown Arger. So that makes sense.
This adds up. Alrighty. Beth is looking through her hand, contemplating another bounce or what she can play.
Looks like a lead the assault.
So is she playing that to go ahead and defeat the Trollocs?
No, I think she's just playing it for a level.
But don't you have to be in battle to play
Yeah, she's bouncing on them, and then playing it, and discarding 0 cards.
Oh, I see. Yeah, just +0. That's actually smart.
Or is she discarding 1 card? Maybe she is killing them. Oh, I don't like that as much.
Okay. No, that's less fun.
I mean, she could put Weltern Cows on Scratch. Oh my god, she's putting a Weltern Cows on Scratch!
Beautiful.
Big summer blowout.
Wow.
Right. Little disappointment and instant redemption there from Beth.
Yeah. Went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Alright. Move on to Neve. Heading back to Camelin. Still looking for that tier 2 follower. And does not find it. Farouk Creed. I assume we'll go to the discard pile. Can't afford it if he wants. And Santa will pick up Adalorna.
Gonna make that Lalaine. No?
No, maybe
Could give Bob an opportunity to get Lalaine up then. He can afford Adalorna and it'd put him on 2 Ice Die. Just need to have the most, not tied, more than any other player. It looks like he's actually gonna use her to play Coercion. And he assisted with Aerith as well, so it's 10, it's full value. I think he's going after Kareni or Alana so that she will be ahead. Yeah, takes the Alana. Gonna set back Wolf Brother and further his Lalaine. He now has the most, right?
Right.
He's got 2 to Rand's 1. And he could pick up that 30 if Adalorna sticks around in the Tavern Row, so...
Right, which...
could be in for a Lalaine game.
Right. Adalorna, of course, also a handy thing when you have a pile of Aes Sedai on your side.
Oh, very much so. And you know that Bob likes to get his hands on repeatable combat strength in Chalk Wars.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100% right, Robin. Can't give Bob a chance or it'll ruin your day. Chat going with a Gwen at the moment, though. Hello. 67% on the poll.
Right. It might have been that well-turned calves move.
Could well have been the well-turned pussy. Oh, it looks like we just have a missed Trolloc roll there on number 3. That's going to be down by Johanna. One of the least significant Trollocs in the game, probably.
True.
Nobody really ever uses that path.
Right. Could be fun to start shifting them over between Malden and Lugar just to mess with Perrin on his way to 2 or 3. But you might just be setting him up for some bonus emblems as well.
Beth going back to Qatar now. Can I hope she draws some tier 2s soon? Time for tier 1s is behind us, I'm thinking. Especially with the hand already holding so many playable tier 1 cards.
Yeah, pretty solid. It looks like she also moved another Trolloc up there, resetting up for
bounce.
Which I don't necessarily love that.
Yeah, I think you can bounce too long in Qatar for sure. Yeah. Because 4 cards a turn is a lot. And yeah, the Mask of Mirrors. Nothing to pair with it really at the minute, but should that Call Lightning come out, that's an option. Should a Blood Knife Ring get found, that is another option. Bob right now looks like he's picking up a Messenger with a Lana. Not going straight for the Adalana. Have to imagine it's in his sights though.
Absolutely. Probably not feeling a ton of pressure there. She's not a channeler, Saren's not interested.
Sure.
And everyone else has other priorities at the moment.
No, it makes sense. She's at the top of the row as well, right? So.
Right.
Eben Hotwell on top of the deck could be a nice addition to Rand's party. Will have the resources when he moves to Kyrian right now, so that one's going to be going into his party.
Absolutely.
We'll put him on 17, still just 1 level away from being able to hit tier 3. But 1 level.
True. He does still have that old treatise in his hand, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. And a warded conversation should anyone try to fuck with him.
Right.
Only one with... Oh no, Matt also has an emblem right now. Matt and Rand, 1 each.
Indeed. Right. I think I'm going to let you run solo for a moment and take a little break.
No problem.
Shall return.
Looks like Mahalonir is going to Kyrian, but does need to roll the Trolloc dice first. Rolls a 9. That's down here. He is then going to resume his move to Kyrian. Pick up Solande. Does just need to bulk up the party a bit at this stage. Taps Rain with his tier 2 and Abel as well, just to make it free, making as much use as Bandit the Red Hand as possible to conserve resources. Love to see it. Do think it is definitely an underused ability of Matt's. Not enough people just make use of their team, because your team's not doing anything else at this point until you get tier 3, so you may as well just use it for free followers and just recruit whatever regardless of the cost. Beth gonna continue her bouncing by the looks of thing. No, she's actually going with a council meeting. Preferable. Does get 2 levels rather than 1. Find allies. Still going for tier 1s. Not really a fan of this approach, so So into the mid game, you know, we're an hour and a half in. Drawing tier 1 cards at this point is like, what you're hoping to find. You've already got everything out of the tier 1 deck that you could hope to have. Santa gonna go to Kyrie and we'll see if he has any luck finding a channeler this time. It's Bale on the first flip. Will he flip again is the question. I'll let that move to the tavern row. It's going to hit the discard pile, and Gregorian will get flipped from the top of the deck. No real need to recruit that already has the 7 leadership, unless he's particularly interested in a disarm, but no major use of a disarm at the minute. I suppose you could disarm the well-turned cards, actually. Might be a factor. Definitely considering it. I don't know if that is what he's thinking about. Maybe he's also thinking about the Adalana or the Alana or the Min. I don't know. There are options. It does go ahead and recruit it. Guess if he draws it for the greater good at any point, he's in for a doozy. Messenger will come out from Bob now. Puts him on 14. And he moves to tier. Well, he goes for this Adalana. Wait. Oh, he's getting an action with his messenger. Peeking with Min. Gonna put a Honeycakes to the bottom of the deck. Finds himself a Bond Warder. Probably not quite what he was hoping for. Though he could make some use out of it and just have himself a high level channeling follower to play other cards into the late game. And he does recruit the Adalana. Putting a total Ice Die to 3. She'll be able to make 3 combat strength for the rest of the game unless he's interrupted. And now Lalaine, well, Lalaine already was online, but next turn she's going to be ready again. He'll be able to pick up any tier 2 cards from the discard pile instead of regular actions by exhausting a very powerful effect to have, especially for someone like Perrin who relies on getting those actions so that he can get his attribute levels up to unlock his tier 3. It looks like Wolf Brother is looking for a channeling card, finds himself an Eavesdrop. That will be the last level he needs, so he can sit here for a turn and play the Eavesdrop before moving out, and then it does put the pressure on Santa right now to play the shield that's in his hand, or not interrupt. Chalk spawn down the bottom. A lot of early action from the Chalks in this game, but it's sort of drying up a bit into the mid. Might come more into play towards the end when those players are thinking about maximising the points as the final turns start to draw closer and closer. Days Kongar will be the flip though, and there is absolutely no reason in hell not to recruit her, especially with a fat stack of favour just sitting there waiting to be spent. Of course does have the followers as well to use the tier 2 if you should want to, but I think here, spending the favour is fine. You're already over cap for last battle points. More than reasonable. Rand does have 10 troops, yes. So the eavesdrops next turn and then moves out on the turn after, and there's no shield in the meantime, then he'll be all good. The thing is, if Santa does his shield wrong, Wolf Brother can escape it. Looks like Beth's going with a find allies on Bale. Get herself some military. Does have a practice the forms in hand, but no other military cards for her. Does get a leadership level in the process as well, though. Yeah, what I was saying is, if Santa goes for Karenni, then Ebon Hopwell can assist her, and it'll fizzle. He's not going for anyone just yet. Looks like the well-turned calves got played on a gateway, and then Smooth Skirts got played in response. Nynaeve will end up in Qatar with a Foxhead Medallion, a Dragon Team, and a That's Not How Roads Work. Very interesting. That well-turned Kaz is down for another little while, and Perrin will be sent up to Tarvalon with the That's Not How Roads Work. Thinking that's probably okay for him. Yeah, he uses the little lane, he can pick up anything he wants. He could even get the That's Not How Roads Work, but probably wants to focus on some levels, I imagine. Mount Up is the choice that will get him to Malden that much quicker. Might even be able to kill a stack of Trollocs and earn himself some emblems and some potential levels on the Trolloc Wars board. So, yeah, there's some progress that he could make here for sure. Oh, actually going for a learned in combat, not a Mount Up. Yeah, that Rhodes would have been better there. You know, Santa's an eager beaver though. Wolf Brother is going to go ahead and peek at Savannah. Had to remind myself what that one did for a minute because don't see it that often. It looks like Bob got to flip a character in Tarvalon, so I've just flipped a Pater and killed him. Sorry, Zach, if he's still here. Cover the back trail from Wolf Brother, leaving Jangai Pass. He's not going straight for the eavesdrop into tier 3. He's going to Kyrian. Gets the horn. Doesn't have a way to tier up here. So he is putting himself at risk now. If this shield comes out from Nynaeve on the next turn, it could be very problematic. Does still have the old treaties though, so we'll be able to recover more than... Yeah, it's actually fine. Because he can't shield the Karenni, he has to shield the Ebon Hopwell. So he's going to lose 4 of these, which means that 5 from like a Van Dien or something will still be enough to get him there. No tier 3s yet, Ice. We've got people sort of getting closer. Nynaeve still to find her Channeler. Perrin definitely getting there, just 3 more levels to get, and has the cards in hand. Rand is potentially a turn away. Potentially a turn away. Probably a turn away, because even if Nynaeve does do this shield, I think he still gets there with the old treaties. Mahalaini are going to spend a Trolloc emblem to separate these ones a bit. Character. And then he's going to move through them and get 2 more emblems for the trouble. Along with a level and some points. The cost of a couple troops. Maybe not the best time to be fighting Trollocs as max. You do kind of need to build up your troops at this point in the game to take on a tier 2. But, nevertheless... Stay with us, Alex. Give us interesting commentary in chat. Bane will be the flip.
Did Hollinier just walk through 2 Trollocs?
He did.
Get those?
He did.
So he should move up the track.
Looks like Beth's going with the wards. Did you catch any of that while you were out smoking, or?
I was kind of listening, then I got distracted. I needed a cup of coffee.
Oh, all good. I didn't know whether you were able to watch things while you were smoking anyway. I'm just wondering how up to date with the game you are is all.
Yeah, a little bit. I had my headphones on, but took them off a bit to do a little chatting with the family.
Fair enough. Well, we do have a Nynaeve over in Qatar now, gatewayed over there. Used her smooth skirts on the well-turned calves on her gateway to get there. So.
Alright, a little bit of spice.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Cats just can't get past smooth skirts, they need something to scratch. Oh my god, it's actually called Scratch as well.
Yep.
I didn't mean that. Call it Tavern, call it Bubble of Evil, whatever it is. Beth finally gonna draw some tier 2s, and she's rewarded for it with a duty to the people, a paid-in food, and a gateway. Duty to the people, one of my favourite cards to play on a go-in. And guess what? She sat next to Bandariban, the easiest way to get coins in the entire game.
Absolutely. Fun potential there. Starting some discard.
Santa's surely still going to be looking for... Wait, why'd she draw a card? I don't know what happened there. Maybe forgot to draw one from the bounce. Just do 3 rather than 4, I think, yeah.
Yeah, probably. An extra portal soon will...
Santa's going down to Almoth play and going to get rid of those Trollocs that Gwyn was bouncing off. Does he have anything to attach? He's putting a guide in the people on Basil Gill. Why?
That's a choice.
What?
I guess you can... We are going to see Basil Gill just continue to buff up. Yeah, I don't know why you don't go with Maxim or Gregor at that point, but
like, what's the point? They can never play over actions unless you also attach those actions. So what's the point in building up Basil Gill? He doesn't have assist, he can't add his level to other people.
That is a super good question.
The only thing I can think is literally just nothing better, but like he could have even fucking attached a Foxhead medallion, you know?
Right? I guess you could be hoping for the greater good in the later game.
Basil can't play for the greater good if it's not attached to him.
But can't you use him to still raise the value? If
no, that would count as him playing it. That counts as like everybody who's being used is playing the card.
Right? Well, in that case, I have no idea.
There is literally no reason ever to attach a level up card to a follower unless you're also planning to attach a further card down the line. And even then it's sketchy, because like, you spend all the time leveling them up, and then somebody just kills them when you attach the second card. That's scary. The only other thing I can think of is, like, you could use a heavy and then a mounted on him. But then you still need 10 leadership on another follower, because he can't play it. So... Savannah for Bob, gonna get taken out with the throwing knives to the throat. The old Tom special coming out of Perrin's sleeve. Peeks at a sneak. Why is he peeking? Oh, the throwing knives. Draws him a card. Picks up a twisted redstone door for him.
Woohoo! Big summer blowout.
Nice, not too shabby.
Savannah will hit the bin. Perrin taking out the trash. Looks like he's also going to pop a flank in there for the extra level. Puts him on 18 total. Excuse me. Whoa. 18 total, so yeah, he just needs to get there now. Got a mount up as well, and an enter the ways. I don't know where he is right now. Maybe in Maradon? Yeah. So you're going to enter the ways to Ilion and then mount up from there, or Camelin.
Right. Looks like he might be the first to tier 3 then. Yeah, not super surprising.
I mean, Ran's still like right next to it. He can literally just eavesdrop.
Right.
Because Santa hasn't popped the shield for some reason.
Some Trollocs coming out between Camelin and Lugard.
And there's the eavesdrop.
There is the eavesdrop.
Wolf Brother is the first tier 3 of the game. Still had the horn from last time. Last person to tier 2, but the first person to tier 3. Just like Rand should be.
Absolutely.
The only question that remains is who is he going to eavesdrop on next? And does it really fucking
like
matter?
Santa, it appears.
Bob remembering to lose his troops for the Savannah, maybe not 100% with it today. That is a dragon team that he's peeking at.
And giving him the opportunity to draw a tier 3. Potentially. I didn't see if or what he drew there, if anything. Nope, he's fixing to draw a tier 2 now, it looks like.
Yeah, he hasn't got anything yet. Forgotten Tomes.
Yeah.
Not ideal.
Nope. But hey, get that hand size closer to maximum now that you have Vane's build online.
And he knows that as soon as somebody completes a quest, he doesn't have to worry about the shortcon for the rest of the game.
Absolutely. That is one advantage of being first to tier 3.
Let's just hope it doesn't end on my holiday, because he's been very forgetful with it.
Right. Strong possibility of that happening.
I don't know. He's not that far behind. Got a Borderlands training, disarming strike, and a bunch of skill cards he can play. Does need to get his military up, but has a journey to Iridian and now a Two Rivers longbow to go with it, so he can journey and then like longbow learned in combat through some stuff, and then have Borderlands training disarming strike for a tier 2 fight, and get a shit ton of levels in the process.
Right. That's going to Bandar Aban.
Yeah, I have to think she's just building her coins up now for this duty to the people. It looks like she's going to fight a Murdral and Folded Light it.
Sure.
Break even on that one. maybe interested in actually taking one of the murderer out eventually. Like, maybe if you can use... I don't... Thinly veiled threats wouldn't be enough, would it? Probably have to use a call lining, which might be a bit of an investment. But if she draws something like, I don't know, something low, like a flanking or whatever, or even a battleborn, maybe kill the murderer, get the 3 extra coins, and then your duty to the people gets even bigger.
True, true.
It is increments of 3 that matter as well for that card, so... Rizal being flipped here by Bob and recruited. Careful preparation drawn by Nynaeve, as well as an Eilfin. And a protective cocoon. Guess you can keep that Basil Gill alive. Is Rand trying to play a coercion for
0?
0?
I think maybe that's what he's asking. If rounded down means 0. Yep. Sure does. Your coercion is, in fact, effectively useless at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Except, again, to bolster that hand size. And keep...
Well, I don't know, maybe that's a sly way of revealing to everyone that he has coercion and he can just, like, low-key threaten it for ages now. Be like, you know, don't fuck with me or I'll coerce you scratch.
Right?
Looks like he's gonna play a Twisted Ring.
Data mark.
Close Call, Turn Cloaks, Kidnapping, and a Tree Song. I actually like the Close Call here. That could set back Nynaeve a significant way. When she does actually manage to find a tier 2 channel.
True.
No Forsaken yet, Tom. Thanks for joining us. Rand is tier 3 and Bob is not going to be far behind on the Perrin over there. Egwene moving slow and steady through her ranks. He did take the Close Call, so Nynaeve's going to be a bit further away from her own tier 3 now as well. Still has to find herself a channeler, but then also has to compete with the Close Call, taking that channeler away from her. And the Trolloc roll will be a big one. That's married onto Tarvalon Path.
Indeed. Nothing too exciting there.
Sparks will certainly start to fly now that Rand is tier 3. Does need a few more troops before he can start thinking about Forsaken or an action card that's useful, but...
Yep. Matt moving a Trolloc between Farmatting and Camelin and then walking through it.
Gonna make the most of the emblems to maximize points.
Maybe it's a minor tick for me, but he keeps deleting his emblem and then forgetting to pick another one up.
I'm not going to remind him anymore, though. Like,
yeah, fair.
At the end of the day, if you didn't learn how to play the format beforehand, I don't know if this is his first time playing Trolloc Wars, but even if it's not, you know, if you didn't learn it enough, then, like, you're punishing yourself with your lack of knowledge.
Right, yeah, that's on you at a certain point there.
Yeah.
He does pick up a Daneborn Hald.
Oh, he did get it.
Reducing it. Okay, he did get it.
Yeah. I didn't see if he got the point for his emblems, though, but I don't feel like I should remind him about that either.
Right.
I probably should, but I don't think I'm going to. Beth, a move into Qatar. She's going to pick up a few more tier 2 actions, finds a political distraction and a search party, along with a sneak that's probably going to hit the discard pile any second. I'm just going to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Yeah, and I probably shouldn't pick on that emblem thing so much. It's just a mechanical thing to me. Like, why not just set it aside and then pull it back? Save yourself a couple of steps there, and keep yourself from forgetting it. Sneak does in fact hit the discard pile. Beth moving her attributes up the track steadily. Shell Bannon flipped for Santa. He does have the coins for it if he chooses. Good if he has any skill cards that might necessitate that. Nope, that'll go to this card pile, and now he'll flip a Moraine. We'll sit on Tavern Row. That's not what he wanted to see there. Bob spinning a couple of emblems to move a couple Trollocs between Camelin and Lugard, setting himself up to walk through those and move up the Trolloc War track. He will mount up, go through a pile of 3 Trollocs straight to Malden, pick himself up 3 emblems for the 2 that he just spent.
What are we talking about? Dark 2 duties? Oh.
Possibly the reminding people about points and whatnot. Bob gets his tier 3. I don't know if you caught that. He moved some Trollocs to the spot between Lugard and Camelin, mounted up through them and all the way to Malden. Got himself 3 emblems for the 2 that he spent.
And the level,
and his tier 3.
And added Chalk Wall's level to boot. 3's all round for Bob.
Indeed.
Dame of Flynn as well. So 2 followers now for Santa. In the row at least. Bit of work to get them into the discard pile, but progress being made at least somewhat in that regard. Beth saying she's DMing me.
Rand will take a peek at the top of the tier 3 character decks. Moves to Tarvalon. We'll see if he likes what he saw there. Picking up some coins. And a tier 3 action card. Maybe. Yep. Doing some calculating. And he will just flip a tier 1, finds Natty Cawthon. We'll go to the Tavern Row. Santa probably likes to see, fill up that Tavern Row, give him an opportunity to push more rain out and into the discard pile.
Looks like that
Pollinator.
Asking for some clarification on how political distraction works.
Gotcha. Hollinier just played that Journey to Radian, getting himself off 1 military.
Nice. Doesn't lock the 2 Rivers Longbow into disarming strike Borderlands Shredded. So puts him a bit close to getting towards his tier 3. And that political distraction is going into a Guiding the People. It's only for 8 though. So that's going to be 2... Sorry, yeah, Duty to the People. So it's only going to be 2 levels from that, plus the 1 for playing it itself.
Yeah. Not too shabby. Wouldn't have minded building that up a little bit more, but you can only waste so much time when everybody else is starting to hit tier 3 as well.
Does need to get those levels now. Oh, I think she was just still resolving the political distraction, maybe, by the looks of it.
Right, right.
We're just typing +1 for playing it, but she got it.
Yep.
So yeah, just one level away now from her tier 3, and she can gateway on the next turn if she wants to. Might be a good idea.
Two levels away. She needs 9 channeling.
Oh, sorry. I thought she was on 8 for some reason. You are correct.
Still inching closer. You know, you're 1 discard and 1...
Yeah, Santa doing the same with that Marine down there. Of course, we do have the close call, but not enough favour for Rand to recruit the Marine anyway, so...
Right.
I wonder if Bob would take it, get himself an extra Aes Sedai.
Yeah, might not hurt. Santa also needs to get some more favour before that Marine will be in play for him. Got some Trolks coming out in position 4, which is that spot between Udar, Ilion, and Lugard. And looks like Bob is going to Gehenna.
Interesting.
Racking himself up some resources.
A little bit of everything, really, though.
Yeah. You got a fair smattering of characters you can use.
Oh, I think the Lilane was for Lilane's effect, not for Johanna. Because he got an action from Lilane, and then he used Lilane to... fuck Robert Jordan, man. He got an action from Lilane, and then used Lilane to replace it with one from the discard pile, which he took a throwing knives.
All right, a little bit more combat strength.
Yeah, and an extra draw as well. Still got Twisted Redstone Door for him too, so if he jumps over to Jangai Pass sometime soon, he can make use of that. And an unidentified object of power to draw there. Off the other channel.
Right. Not sure there are any great targets for that.
He could take the Marine. He can afford her.
Oh, it looks like he'll go for Damar Flynn.
I don't like that. Marine,
I don't
Marine's a Aes Sedai.
True. Marine's more beneficial to him, but this makes life more difficult on Santa because Marine is harder for Santa to afford once he does manage to push her to the discard deck.
I still think you take the Marine. +1 on
Sure.
Alana, make sure that nobody else is affecting your lane.
Right.
For
yeah, I think I mostly agree, but I don't hate either move there.
Unless there's something he's looking for with the Dame of Flynn, but nothing particularly in the discard pile of note. Maybe a Bud Cawthon. Doesn't really have the other pieces to make a full go of it, so...
Right.
Another Dark Friend.
Indeed. Won't be a problem for Rand at this point. Now, he did peek a while back at the tier 3 character.
Ooh, did he?
Yeah, so he knows what's sitting there. that was while you were running to the restroom.
I know what's in there. Do you know what's in there?
I do not.
Demand Dread.
Ooh, okay, so that's why he's taking his time there. Where is he?
Yeah, not one that you can just fight.
Nope. But he could bounce around, get some troops in the north there, and make his way towards the gap.
Mm-hmm. Is there an unfold in the discard pile, maybe?
Ah, interesting. I did not know that, though. I don't know that I'd ever seen it.
Well, no follower effects are active when they're exhausted.
Yeah, sure, fair.
Yeah, no unfold in the fan in the discard pile from what I could see. Natty Coffin, though, the Emmonsfield is building up for Matt.
Indeed, in his disorganized chaos pile of followers over there.
Yeah. It's getting more organized the more space he fills, just because he has less room for clutter.
True.
I feel like there's got to be some method to the madness.
Right. These are the ones I want to tap under these circumstances, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Like, these are discount ones, or triggered when you recruit. These are random ones, and this is days, because days.
So Beth just gatewayed to Haddenmerk, picked up a gateway there. She does need to get her channeling level for the gateway. There it goes. So now she is one off from...
Yeah, so she can just gateway again next turn and TS3. She wants to.
Yep.
Forged letter on Egwene.
Yeah. And
yeah, see you later, coin.
That's a pretty obvious choice. Santa currently saying, I did it for the level. I almost feel like Santa's as much of an agent of chaos in this game as Bob.
Yeah, he's not really doing very much.
It's like some emblems being spent by Bob.
Like, for the amount of sauce he was talking, I mean, he always talks sauce, but for the amount he was talking about how he was going to win this game, he has been, like, making no effort to actually perform well in this game.
Right. So Bob adds a Trolloc to the stack by Gehenna, making 4 Trollocs there. And then it looks like he is fixing to walk through that stack.
I still think I just prefer jumping to Jangai Pass to use this door for him. Another Trolloc will get added on there, though. Maybe he'll be taking back the move now. Maybe he'll just be walking through and using a disarming strike.
It appears that way. I'm not sure why you go ahead and add 2. I guess an extra emblem, sure, why not?
I think he did it by mistake. Because he rolled after.
Oh, I see.
He moved one, and then he remembered to roll the dice and went, oh, I have to roll. And then went, oh, there's 2 more here than I need.
Right. Yeah, that'll happen. No major harm done there, though.
Yeah, it's an extra troop lost, an extra point gained. It would have had to use the disarming strike anyway, either way, right? So.
Right. Right now, just fixing to resolve Amador, I assume. Finds a Lini.
Yeah, no real use for her. Got the skill levels himself for anything he wants to play.
Yep.
With the military, like, why, like, just go to Jangai Pass, man. It's stressing me out that this Twisted Redstone door for him is in your hand and you're not going to... Like, you can go look for a military and then get yourself, kill command or whatever. It looks like Randy's going for a shuffle via old trees.
Old treaties. He's probably going to get Rodell.
Oh, is he going for Rodell?
Yep, looking for Domani.
Give up.
Yeah. Just search. You don't. He's the only one in there. It's fine.
It doesn't
and
find the Rodell Ituralde.
Free one.
Here's my fan casting for Rodell Ituralde. George Takei.
I could get on board with that. Sure.
100%. Old badass dude who's way too good at combat for his age. George Takei. 100%.
Sure.
He'll fit in right next to Elder Hammond as Danny DeVito.
I hadn't heard that one, but I like that as well. Yeah.
Danny DeVito for Elder Hammond. It's either that or Stephen Fry, and Stephen Fry is the legit one, but Danny DeVito's the one I want to see just for one episode.
Righty. On here, moving some Trollocs, moving through the Trollocs, heading toward Falmeran. Does he have the juice to kill something in Tarwin's Gap for his tier 3?
Probably. Let's see. I mean, he might be popping a learned in combat here. He's got 6 troops at the minute, plus he's going to get 1 in Falmeran, 2 in Faldara. So, that'll put him on 9. 12 with the Band of the Red Hand. 4 from Disarming Strike.
Right, I think he put down the wrong card there. He put down a...
No, he tossed. He tossed.
Oh, that was the toss. Gotcha.
Yeah. Let's see what enemies there are in the discard pile, because he has Borderlands training as well, but I don't know if you can use that one. Looks like Savannah is the lowest tier 2 at the minute in the discard pile, so it need 19, and she's not a shadow spawn. David Hunlin, the only other option right now, so he's still a bit away, but he could learn in combat here. And should learn in combat here, but didn't. Looks like he recruited the linear Falmeran.
Yeah. Tap Daze to do so to reduce. I don't know that I love that.
Yeah. Charge drawn for a Gwen along with a false trail in Arrogil. That's not bad at all. Like, both those cards are useful.
Right.
Especially when you hit tier 3 in a moment, and the Ailfin is going to come out on a Gwen. Hello. Surely. Oh, you can't scratch. If it... Wait, no, it's played by Chiad. You can scratch that. Scratch that. Scratch it?
Aww.
Seems to be some discussion taking place on the subject.
Okay.
Alright.
Maybe Santa just didn't realise that there was a well-turned cards there.
Yeah, should be aware of that at this point.
He's saying he needs to be younger, George Takei. Why? Like, Rodell can be an old guy. Why the hell not? That just, like, amplifies how badass he is.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. When you first said it, that was my instinctual response as well, though. Like, I pictured Rodell... Like, obviously, he's older, but, like... not that old, but I can accept that.
He's not like decrepit. He's in shape.
True, true. Bob did go ahead and jump to Jangai Pass.
Got a Battleborn.
Yeah. Nice, nice.
Aginor on top of the deck now for Rand at the peak. He has 9 combat strength with 5 cards in hand. Nothing to use in a fight, but 16, 21 plus Rodell. He's fine. Yeah.
Yep.
Forgot about the Rodell. But yeah, he should have an Aginor down, and that will make the first Forsaken of the game, I think, here, folks.
Yep, moving to Tar-Valon.
Probably time for one more poll.
And there goes Aginor.
Who are your bets on at the moment, Skier, for this game?
Well, I definitely like the position Wolf Brothers put himself in. Gwen, Beth not far behind, potentially. She's moving up the ranks, about to hit her tier 3.
Yeah.
And Bob looking strong.
I mean, with that charge in hand, she's got Charge, Call, Lightning, double thinly veiled threats. She could probably look for a Forsaken fight next turn with a Gateway.
Yeah, fair enough.
Depends how ballsy she's feeling.
Yeah, I think I gotta go with one of the two of them at this point. Wolf Brother or Beth.
And it seems like that's what the poll has been split between. Both the current one and the last one, although Matt did have a few votes in the last one as well, actually. By the end of it. Matt not doing too bad either. Just sort of slow and steady.
It's true. Yeah, if he can find his way to tier 3 here in the next couple of turns, then that'll still make him a very strong contender.
Forgotten Tome is going to be the discard from Rodell by the looks of things. And he picked up a Blossoms of Fire off the Tar-Valon draw. Holy shit.
Yeah, that definitely improves things.
Doesn't have the level to play it yet, he's one off.
Sure.
But, nice little residual to hold on to for the next one.
Yeah, hell, worst case scenario, you can play it with Rodell for 10.
I don't think you're doing that one. You play it and then use Rodell, and then you kill
sure, absolutely.
anything. Or you just play it and use your tier 3 and kill anything.
I agree. I'm just saying worst case scenario, if you don't find that last level of channeling and you need it to get a critical kill.
I mean, you can find a channeling level. I'm pretty sure I found one down back at the sofa over there. Wait, is that a word that y'all use? Do you know the word sofa?
Like as in couch?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely. We have those in America as well. Although I think couch is probably more common.
Yeah, well, we wouldn't say that here. But, yeah.
Right.
It's always interesting to me to learn the differences in language. I love words. So different words are interesting.
High chant. See what that brings for Matt.
Looks like he drew a close call.
Interesting. So 2 close calls in play.
Yeah, well, no, only the one, because he doesn't have anyone that can play it.
Ah, right.
And that Moraine is still sat there at the bottom of the tavern roar. Yikes. I think Santa needs to get a hustle on before he gets left in the dust.
Indeed.
There sort of seems to come a point in 9eve games where if you didn't get ahead, you're behind.
Right. Looks like Matt goes to battle Ingtar for his character off of the high chant.
Interesting. Gets to go get the horn.
Yeah, and he's got the skill for it.
And he's playing a close cut. No, he's
tossing the close.
It.
Yep.
Into a green man. That would have been cool though, playing the close call after killing Ingtar. Hey Ingtar, stab! Oh, close call man, you're all good. We got a channel right here to heal you.
Yeah, Robin, that is a possibility. You're gonna have to win your match to make that the case, though.
I don't think Robin's gonna get into the Invitational.
Yeah.
Like, what's he on, 5? If he wins, then yeah. But,
yeah.
I think there's a lot of competition. And...
Right. Anybody
hasn't had the best season, so yeah, there's like he's got a 25% chance, right? The same as anyone else in that game.
Sure, he has played a lot of Trolloc Wars, though.
That is true. That is true.
Competitors in this.
Very true.
I am not discounting him.
I go off recent performance more than anything.
Sure. And you also err on the side of trolling Robin if possible.
Oh, yeah, no, but I'm just being serious here. Like, it's just based on recent performance for me.
Sure. Alright, what is Beth up to? Going to Had Merc, digging in discard.
Something my mum always used to say when I was growing up. I don't know why, but she always used to say you're only as good as your last game. When I was talking about a team that I liked or something like that. She'd be like, they're only as good as the last game though. I don't know why she said that all the time, but she did. And it stuck with me in a weird way.
Right.
Like, yeah, maybe the world champ, but you're only as good as your last game.
Fair. Gwyn pulled a close call from Had Merc and discards a search party. Now she's got a couple of ways to get to tier 3. Even a discard will get her there.
Are you ready for Power of the True Round 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Absolutely.
Alright. I'll see you all in chat shortly. Back soon.
Righty. Missed what Santa's doing here. Oh, did he take a gateway? Did see his channeling go up a notch there. So I assume that's what happened. Not sure why he gateway to Meridon though. Oh, he shielded. Okay, I didn't see that sitting out there. He shielded Damar Flynn for the channeling level. I guess is a choice. Twisted Redstone Doorframe coming out for Bob. Be interesting to see what he takes here. He's digging in the tier 2 deck. And looks at a Dragon Team. Adding to his arsenal along with his Battleborn, Throwing Knives, and Arrows of Fire. Wolf Brother shifting around some Trollocs. nowhere near anybody, as near as I can tell. And peeking at a LAN at the top of the tier 3 character deck. He will move to Karain. Can't imagine he's terribly interested in LAN at this point. He will stack up some resources, maybe burn through him. Let's see what he takes for his character. Seems to be some discussion going on regarding emblem usage. He is putting a Trolloc, a spending 2 to spawn 1 between Tarvalon and 4 Kings, getting himself a couple of victory points. Again, nobody really there. He just flips a tier 1, finds a Murderall, which he just beats out of hand. Some troops and gain a few more coins. Mahalnir is moving up to Faldara. Himself a couple of troops. And finds an all the information handy card at this stage of play, if you can play it, which he cannot. Though he has been steadily building up reign. He's only at 4 leadership level. The compelling argument will hit the discard deck. Beth contemplating her next move. She has some options. She's got the gateway, so she can just jump to tier 3 and start flipping. She can find a way to discard and get her channeling up that way. And she will play a council meeting, cap out her leadership. Take some tier 2 cards. She finds a Mashin Shin, a Dream Spike, and a Treasury Raid. Nothing super exciting there. Dream Spike come in handy. Treasury Raid always nice. And again, more importantly, she finds a card to discard. That will be the Mashin Shin. I assume she will level up her channeling for that discard. Alright, she has to discard 2. False Trail also going. And puts her on tier 3. Which I guess is a... Alrighty, Santa's still just fucking around in the north, goes to Chachin, finds a Cover Me, which I guess he's got options for Cover Me between Basilisk, Maxim, and Gregor, so that could come in handy. Bob flips an Adrian. She'll just sit in Tavern Row. Oh, and a late roll for the Trollocs. In position 3. That's the one over by Gehenna. Wolf Brother peeking at a tier 2 action, sees a challenge honor. Alright, Basil can't play unless attached. That's alright, he's still got the Gregor and the Maxim for a 7-point close call. Or cover me, rather. Man going to Jangai, finds a Balefire. Not probably what he was hoping for there. But definitely potential Rodell fodder. Hollinier sitting next to Tarwin's Gap, although he is on 7 power. Does have the Horn of Valyr at his disposal. See if he feels that he has a tier 2 that he can kill by 10 here. Also has the Borderlands training. And he is moving to Tarwin's Gap. Yeah, it feels a little niche to me, Robin, but it's a possibility, I guess. Pulling out a David Hanlon. See a disarming strike, bringing David down to 6. And I assume we'll see the Horn of Valyr here. There it is. Didn't do a count, but I'm assuming that's enough to get him there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points on that. Yep, that is more than plenty. And Matt will find his tier 3. Yeah, that's also fair, James. Keep that Balefire out of other people's hands. Also see the Learned in Combat being played. Picks up Forgotten Tomes, Challenge Honor, and a Gateway. Toss the Gateway and finds the Hard Choices. Well, that's good to know. Oh, and now Matt has the horn. We'll see how he handles that responsibility, the Trolloc horn, that is. Beth now on her tier 3. She moves down to tier, sees that land that's been sitting on the top up there for a while. Land will go to Tavern Row. Probably makes Santa happy. It might give him the opportunity to push Moraine off the row. Now that it is full, up to 4 characters, he'll be moving to Tarvalon.
I'm back.
Imagine he's just flipping a tier 2. If it's a channeler, maybe consider tossing it down. Otherwise, you just push Moraine off. Welcome back. Oh, he'll just recruit Damar Flynn. Right. I'd forgotten that he had shielded Damar Flynn.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised we didn't see a close call when that happened. Perhaps
that
Ron didn't have enough at the time. I don't know.
Now...
Yeah, Skier, play a sound effect. Oh, you didn't pick one that had a face emoji.
Oh.
Yeah. There we go, almost perfect. Almost perfect lined up. If you were central in your frame, that would like fly up right over your face. It's because your cam's coming from the Discord call, whereas mine isn't, so it doesn't do it on mine. It just looked funny as fuck. You just sat in the perfect spot that the emoji flew up over your face when you did it.
Gotcha.
Sorry. Anyway, yeah, did Bob door for him?
Yeah, he sure did, and he got Dragon Team, I believe.
Okay. Interesting. Got all the information in hand as well. Definitely think we will start to see some tier 3s coming sooner rather than later. An identified object of power being used, maybe on Rodell?
Maybe, or was that just a
discard?
Ran peeking at the tier 3.
Samael. I don't think he's rotated yet, so I think he can take Samael. Because he can discard Bellfire with the Rodell, and... he's got 6 off his tier 3, so that puts him on 16, 26. Ooh, he'd be tied. Oh no, but he'd get 1 in Kyrian. As long as he takes his troop in Kyrian. He can kill Samael with no points of interaction. Outside of like start of combat triggers, but I don't think anybody has anything on that level.
And he is going for it.
Yeah, did pick up the troop. Should have exact what he needs.
Right.
Kind of wish we did see that unidentified object of power coming out on the Rodell now, and then that would have slowed him down. But he's definitely setting himself up to be in for a solid chance at the Invitational.
Right. Yeah, kill those first 2 Forsaken. That is
that would make his second this year as well, I believe. Is it your first, or were you in the last one?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Is it your first Invi this time, or were you in the last one? Can't remember.
I was in the last one as well.
Cool.
I think I mentioned after I lost that Invitational that I think I'm just going to go ahead and get in every Invitational and then lose it and just get maximum possible honor points.
Yeah. And there is the Balefire coming out with Rodell. What's nice is, if he wants, he can go to Tarvalon next turn, buy a Channeling level, and have his Blossoms.
Yeah, true.
I don't know why we're getting counters.
just for just in case, I guess. Right?
Not for this one.
Felt that Mahalanir wasn't cluttering up the board enough with random...
Oh, with his followers. Yeah. Linny's just in a realm of her own now, so I'm giving up trying to identify what's going on over there. There isn't all the information for Matt now, but no way to play it currently. Dream Spike for Gwen as well.
Yep.
She's surely looking to fight any minute. Nynaeve has to be close-ish now, you'd think. All those troops built up. Nothing to go with outside of a dragon team, though, that could be a Mask of Mirrors.
Couple options there.
Oh, looks like Matt just accidentally discarded. Didn't realise he could hold 7 cards. Egwene's going to Gateway. To
Tarvalon. To Tarvalon. Okay.
Power Wrought Weapons.
Secret
What was that for? What? How come you secret tunneled? What did I miss?
Gateway.
Oh, right. Yeah. I guess that counts. Yeah. God, I'm dumb. I was like, where's the end of the ways? I can't see an end of the ways.
Although that wasn't me. That might have been.
What?
I don't know how that came up. Actually,
that was 100% you. It has to have been you.
I was thinking the same thing. Unless somebody popped in here, like Robin pop into the commentary chat real quick. Yeah, he did. Robin popped in and played it.
Wait, what? Where is he?
I just saw it on the playback on the time delay. He popped into the commentary.
Oh my gosh. You tunnel bombed us. Tunnel bombing is my new favourite sport of Third Age.
We do have a Forsaken fight going on.
Nah, who cares about that? Let's talk about Secret Tunnel some more. If only Ozengar had one to get himself out of this sticky situation. Looks like the Power Rock got discarded along with a treasury raid to Ozengar's trigger, and then the charge and the Cold Lightning will seal the deal for going on this fight, meaning the third Forsaken is now on the board, and we are halfway through the kills. Not halfway through the game, more than halfway through the game. I hope.
Yeah, we better be with everyone on tier 3 at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Rand can look soonish, Nynaeve can look soonish, Bob can probably look soonish. Malon is a bit off still, but does have his tier 3 now to close a bit of that gap. Plus a Forgotten Tomes in hand actually, so he's probably closer than we think.
Yeah, absolutely. He can pick up a number of good things there. Get that Horn of Lear back.
Yeah, charge.
Horn of Lear in charge. Yep. We got Trollocs coming out in the 10 position. That was over by Tyr and Ilion. Giving Bob potentially some extra Trolloc fodder. He's surrounded by, nearly surrounded by Trollocs. Santa now stuck with the Trolloc horn for the rest of the game.
Yeah. That's okay, because he has actually been on top of keeping track of things like that. He keeps pinging the locations when people roll, pinging the dice when they forget. Like, he's been on top of it, so I'm trusting him. Which is weird, because he said he was tired as fuck.
Yeah, no, he's...
And he hasn't done Trolloc Wars before, either.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's been on it.
Speaking of which, he moved through some Trollocs to Camelin.
Yeah. Unfortunately, his score is not reflecting him being on it with Trollocs, because...
Yeah, there was a lot of early game fuckery, but he took his time getting to tier 3 to...
Certainly did. I mean, that shield on Damer could have happened like 6 turns before it did. He could have shielded Rand, stop him from being tier 3, and then maybe Rand wouldn't be like 5,000 points ahead.
right. Yeah.
Things.
Bob will, in fact, be moving through that pile of Trollocs.
It looks like he's going for max.
Yep.
I think he's
moved a couple from between Tyr and Ilion to move that stack up to 5.
If you think about it, though, if you can spend 6 a turn, like, you're gonna be earning, like, at least 3 a turn from the 6 you spend at the minimum.
Yep. Yeah, can be very lucrative.
Like,
he's
he
also
can catch up very quickly, is all I'm thinking.
Right? He buried the dead also on that fight, earning him an extra 5 points in the process. And gets 5 emblems, of course.
Yeah, look at those emblems, man. He could spend 5 of those. That's another 5 points. Like, he's going to jump up so quick if he starts doing Trolloc stuff, like, every turn. This lead Rand has is gonna become more of an inch than a mile.
Right.
Hunt them down on top. He will take that one. I think rightly so. Got Battleborn, Horn of Valir, Dragon Team, Throwing Knives. Oh yeah, so the horn can't be got by Mahal, yeah. It's in Bob's hand at the minute. He must have picked up Willow Lane or something.
Ah, yep. He grabs himself a Coverall for free.
I actually, like, I thought that this was going to be an easy win from Wolf Brother when he was 2 up to no other Forsaken, but, like, now I'm thinking about it, I feel like Bob has a very viable path to sort of just attrition out Wolf Brother.
Yeah, just chip that away a couple points at a time. Speaking of which, at the end of his turn, looks like he's moving a Trolloc. Just doing some shuffling around of Trollocs.
Trying to figure out the optimal spot. Looks like he's going for there on the road between Malden, Lugard and Johanna.
Right. He'll roam on that whole path.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be on that path.
I suppose. Those are some very confused Trollocs right now.
No, the Iterod's still about. It's down at the minute, but it's still about. I don't even know if Bob needs to get any Forsaken, legit. Like, he could just... I mean, Rand's gonna kill Semirag now. Wait, can he actually take her? Because all he has is 7 plus Blossoms. He can't actually take her.
Right, with Veins of Gold and Iterald down,
Yeah, he needs to recharge.
Yep.
Death Kit, though.
Well, that's helpful.
Big summer blowout.
Matt making his way back
popping
down.
Off.
Right? Matt will pick up Sulin with some discounts, still pumping up Rain.
Oh, Zach, Ingtar has been defeated this game. So, somebody can definitely win.
Yep, fair.
Ingtar was in play and killed. And Robin did have an orgasm. We watched it happen live in chat.
Polynir still using Days for a discounter? I guess you don't have a lot of riskier characters being messed with at this point, so... I cringe every time I see Days.
Yeah.
Earlier.
Yeah. Days is the one that you never ever turn sideways unless you absolutely have to.
Right?
Beth needs a bit of a recharge now after that Forsaken kill. Does have double thinly veiled threats and a Dream Spike in hand, but still a bit behind Bob and got to find some gas, really. I think Aaron Gill is probably the play. Didn't see what she did there, actually.
Moved to Karain, flipped Eiling Noon.
Huh.
So, heading towards Erangel.
Was she in Tarvalon? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought she was in Karain when I said that. Yeah, it was Matt that killed Ingtar. Nicole Lightning is going into Nynaeve's grip now in Arangil. Will be her first combat wave, but with 21 combat strength and a dragon team and a cover me, should be plenty to ensure she can look for a fight on the following turn. 2 chances to find it, and as we know, Semirag is on top of the deck already, though it might not be for much longer if Bob or Wolf have anything to say about it.
Right. Some Trollocs going up between Tarvalon and Meridon. Santa takes a gateway for his second card.
Reasonable.
Sure. Mobility, always a good thing.
It's either that or a healing. I don't know if there's been a healing though.
Bob spinning some more emblems.
Or maybe a Balefire on the Rodel.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt. Slow Ran down a little bit.
I mean, at this point, if you're Santa, you have to either keep trying and probably come last anyway, or accept that you're losing and just fuck with people, which is what I'd do, like 90% of the time. So, I think you just lean into it. You're like, look, I'm in last place. I'm fucking 50 points behind first. It's over. Let me just ruin someone else's day, as mine has been ruined.
Stimirage being flipped by Bob. Let's see, throwing knives coming out.
Should be an easy fight for him, really. Where
Right,
is he
he
right
is
now?
in a town, Saladar.
Yeah. Did he go through the Trollocs on the way?
He did, yes. And then spent another Trolloc emblem to move some Trollocs in behind him.
Okay. Yeah, the dragon team. Plus Adalana. Bit more than enough. Just take out Semirag, so that option no longer left for Rand, but if there's another one on top, then he could kill that. More than likely with the Deathgate and Blossoms in hand now. 32 combat strength right there.
Yep. Needs one more turn to fully recharge.
Yeah, but even without the full recharge, he's got 32, so...
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Then you're in pretty good shape, and then ready to knock down that last one potentially.
34, actually. I didn't miss that he had 2 troops there as well. 35, 36 when he gets to Kyrian, so he can kill anything.
Right?
Yeah. Rand at this point in the game, like, if you let Rand get this far, he's gonna smack some bitches. That's what's gonna happen. And Nynaeve's ready to look for a fight as well. Oh, Bob goes for the double flip and finds a Shaidar Haran. I'm not sure if that's what he was looking for. Can he take it? He might be able to. He's got a Dragon Team, Horde of Valir, Battleborn, Arrows of Fire. The Battleborn's worth 6, Arrows of Fire is 5, that's 11, puts him on 21. Horn of Valir, 26 with Dragon Team. I don't know how much the Horn is.
Is that what that counter is sitting over by the discard deck? I feel like there was 10 in when I looked a moment ago, but...
There's 8.
Alright, Arrows of Fire coming out.
I don't think he has enough. Wait. Did he just lose? Why did he play the arrows?
Yep, looks that way. I have no idea. Because he doesn't need that card for his next fight. He's just that cocky. Maybe played it and then recounted.
It's 8. Oh, did it get cancelled? It got cancelled.
Oh, must have gotten well-turned calves? No, that wouldn't work. Oh yeah, it would, because he had to play it with Mullane, so that would make sense.
No, it's not. It is 9. It is 9.
popular in the DMs today.
He hasn't sent me anything.
Rand picking up Eiling Noon for some reason. I didn't see if he peaked again at the tier 3 deck. I assume he did.
It's a Tamal 4.
Oof.
Forgotten terms coming from that.
Yeah,
Might be after
so
that
probably
throwing knives.
Throwing knives, charge still in there, I think.
Yeah, his mill is lower, but
Sure.
still a charge.
But if you're getting a couple, yeah. +5 is better than not +5.
Oh, Bob just DM'd me to confirm that yes, he was off by 1. I was right. And it was a charge and throwing knives.
Yep.
So
Discarding
together that's... Well, he could play the charge with Sulin for 9.
Ah, true.
So that would put him on 17. Plus throwing knives is 21. Plus his tier 3 could be 31.
Wait. How's that 9 for Sulin? She's only... Oh, the assist from
Talmor. Yeah. And he has all the information as well, so he could take a pretty safe fight if it gets back to him.
Yep.
It's more a case of whether it does. I mean, Bob could quite easily look for another fight again. He just almost took a Shidar on no troops, so... The bottom cards is down. Bio break for a couple of people. No problem. Suppose I'll take that opportunity to tease another place for y'all. What have we got here? If you think of any places, by the way, that you'd like to see, I'm thinking I'm going to try and do 2 for every location. So, it might be difficult because, like, I don't know if I can do 1 for Jeremel. But maybe there's something nearby, I don't know. So yeah, if you have any places you think of that you'd like to see, let me know and I'll... Oh god, another DM?
What's in Jeremel? Oh, maybe what's his name's little cage? Right, that's where they find the other wolf guy.
Oh, maybe, is it? Is Jeremel where they meet Gnome?
I think so. I don't know. You're the one that put this map together.
Look, dude. I just needed some shitty little town. Yeah, so interesting question that Santa DM'd me. And I actually had to think about this. I didn't know the answer off the bat. It's never been asked before or considered. Can you use Mask of Mirrors to use Chiad and Bane together? The answer is yes. You can do that. The reason I think it's a yes is because you can Mask of Mirrors to add a follower from somebody else's party into your big X card. I said that before. That's
sure
canonically a rule. So if you can do it for that purpose, for multiple people playing the same card, that's essentially what Bane and Chiad is. So yes.
Right. Now, does one of them at least have to be in your party for that to be true then? Or
yeah, you need one of them, and the Mask of Mirrors on the other one. Unless you had double Mask of Mirrors.
Right, okay.
I suppose you could double Mask of Mirrors if they were in other people's parties, but that seems very excessive, you know?
Sure, that's expensive, but...
Yeah, it's a very niche scenario. But it's interesting that he could use the Bane and Chiad together. Has a dragon team in hand, so...
Right.
Also has a Call Lightning he could use that Mask of Mirrors with. Gonna flip Tamal 4 into the discard pile and end up with a Petra. Unfortunately for him. does open up the deck to both Rand and Bob and Matt. In fact, every single player outside of Gwen right now is able to look for a Forsaken fight, and there's only 2 left in the game. I'm sure we're not going to be much longer here.
Indeed. Bob doing some more Trolloc action, walks back through the ones to Lugard, picking himself up a token, and another victory point. Ah, Noman's and Jara, that's right. Yeah, Jeremel is just... I think some Sanchin stuff happens there in the later...
Oh yeah, I could do Jara as some way you access from Jeremel. Like, I can do neighbouring villages and stuff that aren't on the main map.
Yep.
Message me that in the server so I remember it. And I'll do it. Because yeah, like I say, it'd be cool to have 2 for every location. There's some of them that I'd want more than 2 on, but I'm not going to if I can think of 2 for everything, because then it'll just be nice and balanced and cool.
Sure.
Also, Anth is here. I don't know how long you've been here, Anth, but cheers for being with us. Right now, Bob is going to flip over a Herod Fell. That's going to be a free addition to his team. The min he snagged all the way near the start of the game.
Right. And I think he used Alana to pick something up for his action draw. I didn't see what it was.
Looks like a lead the assault, so more combat strength in hand for him. Rand's going to take a peek at a Tai Li on top of the deck. And can I just say something? Because I don't know if anyone else actually noticed, but Bob's in the lead.
Yes, indeed, after that Forsaken kill, and again, just chipping away with the Trollocs, like, he's been getting...
I was saying it.
2 or 3 every turn.
Exactly. Those emblems add up. If they replace themselves as well, like, you could just keep snowballing points, and gaps can be closed very quickly in Trolloc Wars.
Right. He has suffered some, like, attrition there, just because he's used... When he's had, like, a emblem to use, he's moved things around at the other end of the map rather than spawning things near him, but it's been worth it for him.
And
it's like Rand picks up the Void.
I don't really agree with that. I think you... Oh no, because he knows that he can't... Oh my god, another DM? What the hell? If I play Horn of Valir with Herod Fell, can I tap Lilin to pick it up again immediately in a fight? Herod Fell triggers first.
Triggers before it hits the discard pile?
Yeah, it triggers before the Horn is even resolved, so...
Yep. Makes sense.
You draw the card immediately after playing the Horn before the Horn is...
Looks like Matt went through some Trollocs, maybe? Discarded hard choices. Or maybe that was just a overhand size discard. Beth. Beth compulsing Rodell.
Ooh.
Or compelling Rodell. Is that how you say that? Yeah.
Yeah, compelling. Might be a little too late, but
yeah, that might just ensure that Wolf Brother does not overtake Bob.
I mean, that's kind of good for her, right?
Yeah, it might give her a better chance at hitting second place if that's the case. And Erengar flipped for Santa after binning Tai Li.
He's gonna lose a
random discard trap. Is careful trap. No big loss
Scratches
there.
Down as well at the minute. So this should be a pretty clean kill.
Right. And he's sitting on 16 troops plus 6 combat strength. Oh, late roll for Trollocs.
It's much closer to Jana? Or, like, kinda closer to Jana? Because they look pretty close on the map, so, like, if it's between them, I can put it in Jermel, because what the fuck else am I gonna do for Jermel?
Right. Got a Mask of Mirrors coming out. I think we're probably going to see that.
Oh no, he's doing it with Rodell now.
Okay, yeah. I don't hate that. I mean, the other combination was
just
cool,
do
but this
Sulin.
one is
What?
doing more work.
I suppose you exhaust the Rodell.
Yeah. And that is Erengard down. We are now one Forsaken away.
It's really weird that there's top and bottom at the minute, and no one's on the side of the board.
Right?
Like, that's such a disparity.
Yep.
Wolf Brothers earned himself a seat at the Invitational, put it that way.
Right. More than a 30-point gap between second place and third place now.
Exactly. It's ridiculous. That's like 2 Forsaken. On average.
Yep. Right. Bob going back to Saladar.
Yeah, so he's in a village. He's probably going to look for a fight. Gets 2 chances. And a fight here would secure him the win.
Yep. Assuming it's one that he can win, which he can most, and Lanfear should be beatable.
Very beatable. Very, very beatable. 24 should be no problem at all for Bob. In fact, I'm actually gonna just run to the bathroom while the fight's happening so that I can come back and be in a player interview.
Absolutely. So, see if I can follow what's happening here. We got a dragon team coming out. Bob is naturally on 10 and 12. Dragon team puts him at 17. We're doing a double check on the Horn of Valir, but I believe that is at 11. That's what the counter currently shows, which should give him more than enough. That play, assuming it goes through. I don't think there are any cancels out there, so I'm thinking that will be in game. Horn of Valir being played by Herod Fell for the extra draw, which I don't know. I feel like you maybe play it yourself for the extra skill point. I guess it doesn't matter because he is on an even count right now, so a 1 skill point does not help him in the last battle tally.
I have returned. And I'm assuming
welcome back.
This Lanfear is going down.
It appears that way.
Just to double check, Wolf Brother is currently on 7 honour, so second place here will secure him 11 points, and he'll be more than safe to make it into the Invitational. Looking at Beth and Santa. Beth is also on 7, so 3 points for her if she secures third would put her on 10. That actually gives her a very solid chance of getting in.
Yeah, true.
Because, yeah, even if Robin wins and he's on 10, nobody else could get up that high. So I think if Beth comes second here, then... third, sorry, then she has also secured her spot. If I've done my math right. Maybe someone in chat could clarify, because I'm often wrong.
Right, no, I think that's right, and Robin is agreeing with you there.
Oh, so, like, the fact that they were 1 point apart, this actually matters so much. I don't think... Yeah, for Santa, it's not a guarantee. It would be it would put him on 9 points, which isn't enough to guarantee it, because he has 1 less overall. But if Beth gets it, it's the tiebreaker as well. If they're on a tie, then Santa gets it by 1 strength. That's actually the most important part of this last battle right now.
Yeah, let's see where that lands.
Does
for what it's worth,
secure the third? What?
No,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, at the last minute, there was a learn from the best at the end of that fight. I think that was by Matt, which might have gotten him 1 extra point, which could make a difference in this close of a.
Sure.
Ooh, not quite. Yeah.
Are they done?
Ooh, that is a close battle for.
Let's get into chat with the players. We've got a lot to discuss. Well, my Discord has decided to break. Don't know why it does this every time I jump into a post-game interview. Maybe it's something to do with being on a video and then joining another call.
With the jury.
There we are. Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Howdy.
Bob, you make it look so easy.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Wolf.
Absolutely.
You have more than earned yourself a spot in your second invitational. Beth.
Yeah.
You have 2.
What?
Coming third here actually puts you on 10 points, which we figured out even if Robin wins his game, that would put him on 10. And there's 3 people above you and nobody else on 10. So there's 5 slots. You have earned yourself a slot by coming third.
Right.
Thanks.
Again.
I get to get my ass handed to me royally again.
Yeah. So we were watching that last battle close, because the fact that you and 9 were like right next to each other beforehand as well, it was like, shit, we have no idea, but this matters for Beth.
Saved me? It was my board, the attributes.
Yeah, those are going levels.
That's
Those are going levels. I mean, it could have been like the compelled Rodell as well. That's an extra point. You know, there's things that add up. That was an excellent game. Loads of fuckery at the start with the Trollocs.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was great.
Probably the best example of the variant in action. Where is your 3 hours, Ice? We've just had 3 hours. That has been a 3-hour stream. What are you complaining about?
3 hours, 15 minutes. It's actually not too bad for the fuckery. Yeah.
Especially for a variant and 5 players.
Mm-hmm.
5 players is rough, yeah.
Y'all did a great job. Santa, I appreciate you for being on top of the horn stuff this game, despite never having played it.
Mm-hmm.
I know
They're
you
pretty straightforward there.
Definitely keeping track of that. That was a great game. Congratulations, Bob, on doing what you do. Having another day at the office.
Lilane and Alana were just awesome together.
Yeah, I was actually like, the one thing I was pressing for more was the Adelona recruit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she was in the tavern row for so long, and I kept asking, like, when's he gonna grab her? Because he just needs to get the Ice and I count up. But yeah, you played that really well, man. And I think you made use of the Trollocs to catch up, because you were a gulf behind Rand, and you caught up because of Trollocs, and that makes a difference.
And the Bury the Dead.
Yeah,
that too. Your favorite card.
Mm-hmm.
I messed up though. I shouldn't have taken the learn from the best. I should have taken expert flourish. I could have got some more points. Mistake.
Well, all paid off for you.
Do better next time.
Yeah.
Shame.
You slacker.
And
Can't
Wolf,
believe you do that.
Beth, congrats, guys. You both easy in there.
I think.
I'll be adding you.
I guess myself with that, but.
To the Feast of Lights chat very soon. And,
so, does that invitational have the variant as well, or is it just a regular?
Oh no, that's regular. Invitational is always regular.
Jesus, or whoever you believe in. Thank you very much, universe.
Well, I think I will go close out the stream. Thank you all for a fantastic game. That was a lot of fun to watch and commentate. And I'll speak to you all soon, I'm sure.
Good game. Everyone.
And that will be all from us tonight, folks. As always, make sure to spank the like button for RJ and spank the sub button for the sub, because subs like being spanked. We'll be back on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on what time zone you're in. For me, it's Wednesday at 1:30 AM, so kind of Tuesday night. With the next league game, you can find that on the schedule if on either the events in the Discord page, which you can join via link in the description below, or you can see it on the YouTube page as well as a scheduled live stream. It's the last game of this quarter, where one more person will be decided to join Beth, Wolf Brother, Skeeter, and Icicle in the Feast of Lights Invitational. It's always exciting when we get to the end of a quarter here, and this one is no different than any other. I can't wait for that game, and I can't wait to see the Invitational itself. Hope you're there with me. Until next time, Tai'Shar.